7th episode of The Weave. I wasn't streaming, I was recording. I'm gonna do this very quick. It's been almost a month since we played.
That's it?
And
We've
the
been playing
party,
for a month, but
yeah, it didn't feel like a month now. And the party fought some harpies, made their way back. Keth discovered something about some weird deity in the field ward. Medicine sprung wings. I think we're streaming now. Yeah. And
Is the mic on?
you made your way back. Elgin was ousted as some kind of drug dealer after going apparently to get some wine, and Silas stalking him, making all the way back, and now you have that situation to deal with. Eventually everyone goes to bed, and you wake up in the morning now.
What's going to happen?
For sure.
The first recap was definitely better.
In the morning, as Gamehorn is coming back from the Shrines of Nature, and you're all going through morning routines, as a massive explosion can be heard across Troll School Alley.
Oh, is everyone else just have deja vu?
And what do you guys do?
I'm gonna rush towards the explosion.
Okay, so you start rushing towards the explosion,
Was I sleeping?
and you hear the commotion, the cries of anguish, the people just crying around, and burned bodies strewn across the cobblestones, the snow-covered cobblestones. Some windows have been shattered, there's glass everywhere. There is a smell of sulfur and just charred meat in the air, and like a heat wave kind of like hitting your face as you rush there. There are about 7-8 bodies on the street. It happened not like exactly next to your house, the manor, but rather a bit further away on the north entrance. On the south entrance to the alley. On the opposite entrance to the alley from where your house is.
Like down here.
Yes, that's correct. And actually, you're coming from that direction as you see this whole scene. Dantesque.
Can I make 2 quick kind of observational checks?
Sure.
First one, I'm looking just to see if there's anyone that looks like they weren't shocked by this. Like they're kind of, people. Everything else will be like running away or like in terror or what the fuck. Is
Yeah.
anyone that looks calm?
Yourself.
With a match,
Yourself.
With a smoking gun, you mean?
Yeah.
Make a. This would be make an insight check. This would be an insight check.
Ooh, that's pretty low. I think it's 8.
8. As you look around, you're kind of like jumping from face to face. People are immediately rushing to the bodies to help. Other people are disoriented. You see a guy that has kind of like half burned the body, and he's just walking aimlessly in the street, kind of totally disorientated. There are some people that are just rushing out and yelling, what happened? And the scene is too chaotic to figure out. You don't see a guy there smiling with a...
I'm trying to like filter out all the kind of noise and just okay.
Yeah. That's what you see. You
Trying to roll a higher number.
Yeah. What if I did it with my both eyes open? So seeing that, I'll just raise the unicorn spirit.
Okay.
And try and like rush to whoever kind of. I mean, it's like a 30-foot radius, so I imagine I can probably get most of the kind of area.
Yes, you can get where the explosion happened. It is a pretty big area, but if you like go into the middle, where the bodies are there, most of them you can tell they're dead.
Yeah.
But there are still some people like burned. Kind of like there's a guy that's kind of on the knees, walking away from the whole explosion and leaving a trail of blood in the ground. Burnt knees just leaving gore in the ground. It is pretty dantesque. As
So-
you're doing that, you...
And I'll go to that guy and cast Cure Wounds on him.
Okay, so you go and cast your wounds. What are you guys doing as this is going on?
Storm Mother! That wasn't thunder! I would know! Where am I?
you were doing push-ups, if you remember, as part of your routine.
How
You're
dressed am I right now?
More than you want to be.
well, you are. I mean, however you decide to do push-ups in the morning, I'm guessing you're shirtless.
Just with a towel.
Yeah, with a towel. Okay. You were getting ready to get a bath
Yeah.
after the push-ups, and you heard this, and the windows rattled.
I'll tighten the towel.
Is everyone here? I'm downstairs with the lads, with the kids.
What the bloody hell was that?
Dunno. I think some people need your help.
Where?
Outside. Millie! Come down! Oh, actually, you're down. I'm
Yeah, on the
missing
same
Millie.
floor.
He's shouting to her.
Yeah, the kids are kind of like looking out the windows and
Is there,
just
is there
keeping
a
an eye on
window in my
everything.
room? Is there a window in my room?
Yeah.
It was, because I was throwing stuff out of it.
Yeah, the one you were using to like
But does it have a glass?
chuck everything. No,
Is
it doesn't have a glass.
Is it
sorry.
facing the right way?
It rattled the.
Yeah, it is actually facing the right
It
way.
is facing the.
Is it on the north hand
No,
side?
it's-
Well, I flipped the map round because we had it the wrong way
You
around.
probably might not be able to see it though, in terms of the. Cause
Yeah, no, it's that alley there, the entrance. Yeah, so it is on the right way.
So I'll be able to
Yeah,
see
you'll be
smoke
able
and stuff.
Yeah, the kids in fact are on that side as well downstairs, so they're also like looking out the window.
There's smoke! It's explosion! Stuff's burning! I'm not prepared!
Millie,
Yeah.
can you command water?
No,
No.
I don't think so.
Well, let's get down there and find out what's going on.
I can try my cold thing. I'm gonna try and run downstairs and
Okay.
run towards the explosion area.
Yeah, I'm gonna follow Millie. Where the hell is Silas?
I will wake up sharply in the bar.
Yeah, you threw a dagger. I remember. You threw a dagger at the door when you heard the explosion.
Oh, tell the
Oh,
kids
yeah.
to stay in.
Just like stagger to the door and kind of throw it open.
Yeah, Scholar is like barking next to you.
I'd like stay in. I don't think I did this. Take a step outside. Probably see you
Yeah.
because you're quite tall.
Well, you see him also because you see the spectral unicorn spirit and Genhorn going around. You cast cure wounds on that one guy. He immediately drops to the ground, and some of the wounds start like closing. You figure you're probably saving his life. He was like about to die essentially, and you see Genhorn kind of like walking around, performing.
Get on!
Yeah. Quick!
What's going on? I'm a rush now.
I don't know. There's a massive explosion. I don't know what happened, but
You're right.
quick help get these
Never mind.
people. I don't think there's anyone. Oh, is there anyone inside? All right. So
Is the building on fire?
Is there anything?
There are some pieces of. There's nothing on fire, but there's some pieces of cloth that were hanging from windows. Everything that. You figure the explosion has blackened some of the stone and wood, but it wasn't enough to get things like sturdy things on fire. Just cloth and there are still there's some small cart with fruit that were kind of torn apart, and some of the woods have little fires going, but not a lot.
Where are the others?
Hilliston and I turn up.
Okay, so you go around
Yeah.
the on the other side of
I'm
Taproom.
gonna before we leave, I'm gonna change my appearance to look like a regular human,
Like a regular
a
human.
regular nondescript
For the
human.
people that didn't rob that shop.
Exactly. I was just about to. Yeah, when I met him.
Yeah.
Hey, buddy.
What's going on?
I have no idea, but we're not gonna be the only ones coming out here to check. That bookseller might come around. So
I think he's
Quick,
bigger
come on.
problems than I was given that this street's exploding.
you gotta help everyone. Come on.
Where's
People-
the fire? Is there no fire? Is it?
I think it's just an explosion.
I don't think
Come on,
it's
just
combustion.
make sure everyone's out of trouble in case there's another one. You never know.
what the hell cost this?
I don't know. We need to get people down there to help. Wait.
So you're all going out. Also, you.
Yeah, I'm going to find some, slippers.
Yeah.
I haven't got time to put anything on. It's towel, slippers.
Showers and
Um,
sleepers. Okay.
Children! Stay here!
Okay. The children are looking outside through the window. Yeah. We'll keep an eye on things.
I'll run to the
Right.
others.
So you can all join together as you rush towards where Gangrene is.
I'm gonna cast Skyrite.
Mm-hmm.
say though.
So you go. You notice Genhon kind of like lifting his hand to the air, and wisp of cloudy smoke kind of like leaving your fingers. What do you write?
10 words.
Hi, I'm Hunkin.
Hi, my name is
Leave me alone. Who did it?
You cannot reply to this message.
Who did it? We're this explosion. Oh shit.
Explosion, trolls. Troll school, one word.
Troll School is one word.
Troll school alley. Send help. People injured. Love Genhorn.
Okay, so you go there and suddenly the clouds kind of like part and then reform as this message in the sky. People look up. Oh.
Is there anyone in official capacity around? Like
No, not at this point. Everyone still it's too recent. You can imagine that it won't be long before someone gets here, but at the moment, everything is like very like the recent aftermath.
Can we tell? I mean, based looking around where this is happening, can we tell where the actual point of explosion might have been?
Make an investigation check. That will be very much intelligence, trying to figure.
6.
6. Somewhere around the burned area.
Yeah, I think that's what happened.
Where's your nephew? Cousin?
Actually, sorry, Elgin, kind of, as you were leaving the tap room, opened the trapdoor. Oh, oi! Cyrus, what happened? What was that?
Can I see him from where I am?
Well, as you were leaving the
Oh.
tap room, looking behind where Scholar is.
Looks like some kind of explosion. Come on, you and alchemy. Might be something you can help with.
Okay, let me get my goggles and equipment. And he goes and comes back.
I think he's getting his goggles and equipment. I remember now. I had a chat with him before I left the
Yeah,
boat.
he will join as you are finished. As you are investigating, he comes running. Holy shit, what's this? I've never seen this before.
Can
Like,
you
this big.
check the debris for any kind of powder or something on it?
Sure, okay, yeah, I'll do that. And he start going through the place.
Is there anybody like still seriously injured or like trapped under stuff or anything?
There is so I'm gonna say that because you heal one with cure wounds, and you can unicorn heal many.
3 hit points of anyone.
Yeah, the essentially, you know, like in a triage situation, the people that were seriously injured but still could be saved were saved by Genhun, and there are 8 that are just dead, and there are maybe a couple that have minor injuries, but there are no people right now in danger anymore.
Okay.
Should we move the bodies? The dead bodies? Don't
Where?
touch anything. Just get them all in one place.
Mm.
Get out of the street.
So, you know,
Just cover them up for now.
With what? Snow?
Or get some rags or
What
something.
do you want to touch the bodies for?
I don't know what chemicals these were. Burn you.
Elgin lifts kind of like some debris. They're like pieces of wood. Oh, it seems like the center of the explosion was here. And he points to the ground after removing some debris, and you see kind of a sun-like shape of burn marks in the. So you can imagine that from there, the explosion happened.
Is he wearing gloves?
He's wearing gloves. Yeah.
Oh, good thinking, Algan. Gloves and goggles.
Yeah, Kev,
Should've brought mine.
if you don't want to be seen around here like this, now might be the time to...
Well, like a human with a mustache. That's fine.
Do you look different now?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Wait, who are you?
I'm a human with a mustache. I'm
glad you missed that.
Actually, I'm a blonde human with a mustache. I'm trying to copy.
Where did this guy come from?
Who's this?
I'm your long lost brother.
Do you think there's any coincidence that this was near where we
Well, what was this place? What was the shop? It was like wasn't anything, was it? Can I like investigate inside just to see if I can what kind of place it was?
Well,
What was the shop, or was it like?
no, it was in the middle of the street.
Oh, just in the middle of the street.
The explosion. It was like in the ground,
Okay.
next to a cart that was completely destroyed.
Let's think about it for a moment. I mean, what could anyone stand to gain by placing this explosion here? Are any of these people important?
Is this the only one? Like, are there more of these or
Well, what?
explosions?
Quick.
Is this the only one in the city? Or?
Everyone, just spread out quickly.
Yeah.
Just have a look around if you can see anyone looking like they're trying to break into anywhere, or
You think this is a distraction?
Well, I mean, we're distracted right now.
I mean, it's
so.
a pretty expensive distraction, I would
Well,
say.
depends
Have you
what-
ever seen anything like this? What could
Depends
cause
what the
this?
prize is.
I'm gonna run up in the house and start running up to the top of the garret.
I'm gonna go with them.
Your manor?
Yeah.
Okay, so you two both to the garret. Okay, as you run out, people are shouting, what happened, what happened? And somebody like, you see people that are like conflicting accounts as they were shouting, yeah, something, I saw something, throwing something from up to the roof over there, something threw something to the ground, and people are just shouting, you know, incoherently apparently, or just conflicting accounts of what happened. No, I saw this, no, I saw that. But at the moment there's a lot of confusion going on.
I'm going to look at the bodies.
Okay, you see, make a. Okay, I'll give you like a call, like a simple description of what you can see just by looking in general. There is what appears to be an elderly female that has been badly burned. Two appears to be middle-aged male humans. One shorter figure, other a halfling or a gnome. There are two other halflings or gnomes that are kind of like bunched to one side. They were presumably walking together, and the explosion just like threw them across the street. And they appear to have like musical instruments around them that it's all like broken. And there are two humans that appear to be cloaked. They were like heavily cloaked, and it's all like just burning.
Are there any weapons like that haven't been destroyed?
One of the make an investigation check.
Probably not. 6. No, 8.
No, in plain sight.
Okay.
This is like you are trying to like
Yeah.
take a look
I'm just
in
trying
general.
Yeah, something that normal people wouldn't carry.
No,
So, like,
nothing.
And metal wouldn't be destroyed
Without
by explosion.
going through each, there's nothing that catches your eye.
Okay.
So
Elgin,
as they're running to the garret, what are you guys doing?
Elgin, do you know what this was? What is it?
I have no idea. I mean, I don't know formulas to do something with this kind of power. Would be cool.
Do you know how big it was?
Well, it was pretty big. Look at the scorch marks in the walls. It was like, I don't know.
No, like how big the bomb must have been.
Oh, the bomb? I don't know. I don't know how to make a bomb. Look, you're being very judgmental here.
I've seen what you did to my father's place. Just assumed.
Well, no, but that was Alchemist Fire. That's a small time thing. This is
I
crazy.
was just asking, okay. Your goggles are steamed up. Wipe them.
Yeah, sure.
Don't forget you hate him because he's a drug
Yes.
You're not there. You.
What was the target?
What is it closest to? What is it right outside of?
It's there are random buildings there. Nothing, because of where the explosion happened in the middle of the street. It doesn't appear that the target was a building. You can surmise that very easily.
From the cart, so there's a cart that was part of that.
Yeah.
Is there any is there anything left of that? Is that just like gone?
The explosion was very close to the car, so it's just blew open.
Is there bits like of wood or anything that like might have markings or anything?
You can guess it was probably some kind of vegetable cart that was being pulled, and one of the bodies that is nearby might be the one that may have been put in it.
This is straight up terrorism. Or whoever it was just wants us all collected in one place.
Maybe. I'm gonna have a look around.
I'm gonna go off into the alley and turn into a cat
Mhm.
and start trying to get to the sort of rooftop and have a walk around, see if I can see anything.
So you are gonna climb the rooftops as a
Yeah.
cat. Okay. You guys, you are kind of like checking the bodies. You go to the car, and you guys get to the top of the garret, running.
Just gonna look out, see if there's any smoke anywhere else across the city, because it's got a...
Yeah,
Three
yeah.
workers.
You look around and you don't see any smoke, but you do see in the distance two people flying towards the Trollskull Alley. and one of them is wearing the robes of the mages, the Watchful Order. You are very familiar with the city. This would be the firefighters or fire wardens.
Just let some of your crews arrive in if you want to have words with them about this.
I don't know what's going on.
No, I know, but someone's got to tell them something.
Sure, yeah.
They've got everyone down there on the ground. We don't want to look like we were involved.
This is the only one, right? I can't see anything else.
I can't see any smoke, but then looking at where the explosion was, is there much smoke kind of around?
There is a plume of smoke that happened, but then it almost dissipated at this point.
So it's not like a fire where there's like a constant.
No.
I might have gone, even if there were others. But I don't know, just keep our wits about us. If this was a distraction trying to alert people out, then looking around at the street looks like there's a lot more targets about if there's going to be a second one. So
I'm gonna go get dressed and then I'll come downstairs and I'll speak to the
okay,
order when they arrive.
I'm going to smooth out my hair.
I watch him do that.
And be on my way. No,
Back to the.
yeah, I'll head down.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm gonna grab Scholar as well from the
Yeah.
bar and bring him up.
Okay. You bring him out, and you two were staying at the cleansing. One of the you see a woman approaching you.
Mm-hmm. Hang on a minute. What's she dressed like?
How tall is she?
She
What?
How tall is she?
she is maybe in her 30s. Appears to be human.
Yeah, but is she official?
Huh?
Is she like official?
No.
Okay.
She appears. She's wearing winter clothes, and of you, Naya, would certainly know that she would be of noble heritage, just because of the quality of the robe of the clothes. And she kind of like come closer to you because you're the only ones there, kind of staying around the corpses, and looks at you. Hey, I was visiting here and I saw something. It's. Do you know what happened here? There was someone up the rooftops. Some kind of I don't know who it was, but they threw something to the ground and then the explosion happened. I saw it like streak across. It looked like jewels.
Which rooftop?
Like there, over there, and she points to one of the houses that are surrounding the alley where the explosion happened.
How many?
I just saw the one. That's all I saw. I mean, I don't want to be here when the watch comes.
Would you say they looked like those cloaked figures they talk about? That pearl the rooftops at night?
No. It was kind of shiny. It looked like brass. At first I thought it was some kind of weird statue. Look, I need to go. And she started leaving.
Can I insight check her?
Yeah, sure.
9.
Yeah, she.
I don't do well in the morning.
She appears to be worried not
You did
about
say
this, but about some other thing or whatever, and she just don't want to be here when the watch gets here. And she just, I'm sorry, that's all I know. That you can share it with the watch. I need to go.
Did you see which way they ran?
What ran?
The person
The
on
brass-
I don't know.
brass
I was
person.
walking towards here. A minute before I would have been caught in the explosion, and I just saw that, and then the
Okay.
explosion blocked my view, and then when I looked up, there was nothing there.
Okay.
Bye! And she runs away.
I'm gonna try to see if there's a way to climb to that building.
Okay, as
Hang
you
on,
look
before,
around,
sorry, before I do that, and obviously the woman left, I'm just gonna turn back into myself.
you turn to yourself.
Yeah.
Right. You are on the rooftops.
I don't want to have a chat with
As
the
a
watch
cat,
and be
make
like,
a
"Hmm."
make a
Like
perception check,
pretending to be
please.
someone else.
A catception check.
If I'm getting
That
a
was
call from
terrible.
your building, may as well step.
8.
8.
Yeah.
You look around. You can't see. You see no movement around the rooftops. You're going from gable to gable, like up and down, trying to keep an eye out for things. you kind of like reach the border of the roof that looks down onto the alley. You see everyone there. You see the woman running away, but nothing catches your eye. You look and see the rest of the rooftops around the whole of the north ward, and nothing catches your eye.
Can I see Kath and now with him down there?
Yeah, they're down there in the middle of the explosion.
Just like meow at you. Meow.
You see the cat. I'm gonna say that you recognize Cat Horn at this point.
I'm gonna like gesture you to follow that woman who just ran off.
So you stuff easy enough. I mean, it's with the commotion and everything. A cat won't raise any kind of suspicions, so you can follow.
Niall, I'm thinking of getting up this rooftop, but if the guard arrived, just put in a good word for me.
Well,
Just tell them we heard from that woman. I'm trying to find out what's going on.
we're assuming she's not telling any porkies.
She might be, but I'm
What
just.
was a noble woman doing around here? Maybe she was the
I mean,
target.
this is a pretty rich part of town.
Ken Hornell will surely find out.
That's a good idea.
So you, Millie, were kind of like
I was just going to get dressed and I was going to come back downstairs.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna say that, and you just
I left and picked up Scholar and
yeah,
came back.
yeah. You arrive there where Keth and Niall are, and you're gonna be arriving there 2-3 minutes later.
Right, boy, I need you to smell the area. Get the scent. Can you do it? Smell the dust.
Start smelling. Make a perception check with advantage. Let's see.
Come on.
I've got a 14 and a 13.
14 and 13
I don't know what
plus. I think it
one.
has like plus 4.
Oh,
If I'm not mistaken, or something like that.
so 18.
Can
Okay.
do that.
Start smelling around. And he gets to a body. Wait, no, because he wasn't there. Nothing.
Quick, search all the bodies!
Sorry. I thought he might have recognized something, but no. Sorry, I spoiled it. No.
Okay, that's fine. So he just gets in the scent.
He's starting to smell the bodies, essentially.
Okay.
He gets too many bodies, and nothing happens.
Where are the others?
I'm climbing the roof.
You're climbing up the rooftops
Yeah,
where
right.
Gamehorn was.
Yes, he is fat ass there.
Fat?
Genhorn's a cat
Where's he going up there for?
following a woman.
We had a look from the garage. We couldn't see anything.
Some lady just told us some person threw something from the rooftop. Something like brass, shiny, and then there was the explosion. And then she ran off.
I'll start climbing up as well.
Okay, so you two are going to climb as you get there, Millicent.
If the perpetrator's up there, I'm going to come with you. It might be dangerous.
He's like one of
If
them
there's-
Batman things where they're like,
If the perpetrator's up there, I'm going to come with you.
Both of you make a climbing check. It's quite easy to climb water-deep buildings. They're not built to keep people out.
I'm ahead of him already.
have
Naturally.
you seen the?
Yeah, okay, yeah. You suddenly feel
Wow. I have 19 total.
a spring in your step as maybe what the things that have been unlocking in your memory from last night, and you're like, I did this before many times.
When I dropped that bomb.
Yeah,
that's
and
like-
then you just you start kind of like bouldering, jumping from like handle, like you grab with one hand, and then you swing yourself up and reach
Alright,
the top.
show off.
Gets rid of hangover like a morning climb, I tell you.
They look awfully suspicious right now.
We seem to be. Let's pretend we're not as good as this.
Oh no,
Oh, it's just so hard.
I'm gonna
I'm
say
tired,
that
I'm gonna have to
Millicent,
stop.
when you get there, you see there is a kid that everyone with folks in there hadn't seen. You see a kid kind of like from behind a crate, kind of like looking onto the whole disaster, and he's looking nervous.
Human kid?
Yeah, appears to be human, about 10, 12-year-old.
Okay. I'm
The
gonna
boy.
walk over to him first.
Okay, so as you're climbing, you walk up to
What are
Niall.
you doing?
Investigating, racing.
Have you learned anything? I think the Watchful Order are on their way, so we need to be speaking to them soon.
I'll wait for them. So a woman just told us some person on the rooftops threw something down.
Right, I've just seen some kid like, over there. And it's like hiding and I don't know what he's doing. Like we should investigate. I don't know how to approach him. He seems kind of jumpy.
With your passive perception, the moment like Millicent mentions it, you see a kid kind of like leaning over.
Child! Come here!
Make an intimidation check.
Is that your doorbell?
I think my
Ooh.
brother's upset.
I'm very intimidating, yes, -1. 17.
17. The boy kind of like hides, and then there's no one else there, and then kind of like comes out from behind the crate.
Are you harmed?
No. Well, are you? Who are you? You're the ones that moved new to the new house.
Yes, did you see what happened?
I saw something.
Just come over here and tell us.
Okay. And he kind of like comes out from his hiding place and start approaching you. And he's looking around. He appears to be rattled. He's been crying probably and very nervy. And he looks at the two halfling bodies of the musicians as he approaches you.
It's okay, focus on us.
Okay. My friends died.
Tell us everything.
I just look. Right after the explosion, I was coming to see them. They have asked us, and but I was approaching, but the explosion didn't catch me, so I ducked behind a rain barrel, and then I saw some movement up there in the rooftops, and I heard pop, plop, in the rain barrel, and then I looked up, and whatever was there was gone. But then I found this in the barrel, and he takes out what appears to be some kind of chain. Some kind of chain with 2 beads, some kind of like jewelry.
Color of the beads.
Red.
Oh.
What do you mean you found it in the barrel? What barrel?
Because I heard something plop, like dropping into the barrel, and it was right where I had seen that.
Okay, just give me those beads. I'll
Well,
if they can be
this
dangerous.
is valuable. This is not only I have my friends are dead, the ones I used to work with.
We
I
can
need to
talk-
sell it now.
I don't think you can, and I think that may.
Give me a dragon for it, and I'll give it to you.
That's absolutely fine. If you just put that down first.
No, give me a dragon.
Do you want to explode?
What?
Okay.
No.
Stop agitating him. I will give you a dragon. It's absolutely fine. And then, okay?
Yeah, give me a dragon, and I'll give you the necklace.
So I get a dragon out faster than this.
He's swindling you.
Okay. So you get a dragon out. As soon as you get a dragon out, he gives you the necklace, and then just bolts, starts running.
Okay.
That's a great swindle. I do it all the
What?
time.
You just
I found
blindsided
this
you.
in the barrel.
I think.
What is it?
I mean, if you found this in there, then this has got to be something to do with it, right? I mean, it's. Can I do like an appraisal on the jewelry to see kind of how much?
Yes, you can. You are
And-
proficient with this kind of stuff. So I mean, you will have to get to your tools, which is for the
Can I not do like a
Yeah.
like a quick check?
Yeah,
to
yeah,
see
you
that-
can do a quick
ooh,
check.
What's that doing in a rainbow?
So yeah,
That's 9 plus 2 plus what stat
Yeah.
would it be?
intelligence.
Okay, 0. So
Uh-oh.
Oh, so many of
that's
you. Okay, so it's fine. They're very well made. You can imagine this is worth a lot more than 1 dragon, so you had a good deal. But also, you notice that there is very small runes etched on each of the beads, the 2 beads. And you see, just based on your general knowledge, that the necklace has spots for a lot more beads, and it's just the 2. They're not even centered, they're kind of on the side.
right.
So it is missing beads all along the curve.
I'll just hold them up. Have you ever seen anything like this before? I show them the writing on the beads still.
There's a single rune etched on
Yeah,
each
the
bead.
rune on it. And this could be like the cause of it. It's like some kind of magic thing, maybe. I mean, the Watchful Order will be here, but like we want to show them this, I suppose.
I guess. But what?
Why
I-
would
You suggesting that this was the cause?
Maybe I don't really know what this is, but it's like it's a fancy looking necklace, and these things that got little magic stuff on it.
Well, why wouldn't why would it just be left there then? And it hasn't done anything.
I mean, it wasn't left there. They threw it off the roof. I don't know how. There looks like there was more of these beads on there. Maybe they did something, and they did this on purpose. I don't know why these other two are still there, but they are, and that's helpful, I guess.
In that case, you're currently holding the weapon that did this, and that's bad.
Well, I mean, it's better me holding that kid.
Yes. But I'm not associated with you anymore.
I mean, you're wearing gloves. You can take it.
Elegant, which is still there next to you. I'll hold it for you. I can hold it for you.
Absolutely
Millie.
not, Elgin.
Millie, yes. Look,
No.
if this is responsible for that, it is great to know what it does, right?
Look, the officials are about to get here, Elgin.
Oh no,
you go
but
back
you
to
don't
the
want the
house.
officials getting involved.
You go
No.
back to the house.
Millicent touched it.
You don't tell me
No,
what to do, Elgin.
they're gonna frame them. You need to give it to me. I'll hide it. I'll keep it safe.
I mean, I can hide it if I want to keep it. I mean, it is pretty. I could.
Definitely don't wear it.
I mean, I'm not saying it's mine, and I'm not. I'll wait until they've left before I put it on. Like, they can, but I guess we need to show them if they're going to find out what's going on. Then they want to see this
Yes.
same way as we need to.
Yes. Definitely show them. And hand it to them.
Okay. Do you reckon they'll give me my money back?
No.
They have some kind of reimbursement scheme there, right?
So as you guys are talking, you guys had, so you have some time to spend on the roof as this was going on. I'll be with you in a moment you get home. So,
Well, that lady said that there was some fellow that threw whatever he threw from up here, but he seemed to me. She mentioned he looked like he had like a brass colored skin. The skin colored brass. Maybe do you know any of your folk that might be coloring that way?
Brass, as in just like
Metallic skin, perhaps?
actually metallic. I thought you meant
Well, I mean-
like kind of like an olive maybe, well tanned. Trying to think. Do I know any? Do the guild ever use like robots?
Dragon
Or-
Ball.
I mean, you know that some Dragonborn may have scales like that or not, but the way she described it to you, it says it was more like a statue. It was very bright and metallic.
Okay. Yeah.
Like any sort of automatrons?
You're not aware of the guild, no, that you remember of the guild using any of that.
Weren't the folks at the three ships like on the bay? Didn't they have some kind of machines that they were using for their affairs, for the floats?
From what I saw, it was just simple kind of, well, not simple, but quite complex gears and stuff. But I think they were operated by people. I don't think those were.
Anyways, let's have a look around, see if we find anything.
Is there like snowfall on the roof?
Yes.
Can we look for footprints in the snow?
Make a survival check.
You're gonna happen.
Yep.
14 plus wisdom, isn't it? So 16.
16.
Follow that one.
You see very near the gutter, very near the very edge of the roof where it meets the gutter. First of all, you see cat footsteps that kind of like went there to the border, and then they move elsewhere. And you see there, it is very hard to see actually, but spending some time you managed to figure it out, that there was something that was running right at on the edge, so it would hide the footsteps, because as the snow falls into the gutter, that whole area is not like super flat.
Yeah.
So it's not easy to leave footprints in that area, but you can figure out that there's a certain pattern of how the snow is pressed as it falls into the gutter. So and it is just going away from the so to the corner of the rooftop where you're in, and then round, and then they just disappear.
Well, in your head, you just sort of hear my voice go, must be something quite agile to be able to be running at this kind of speed, on this kind of angle.
What the fuck was that?
Yeah, in fact, with your expertise around rooftops, maybe, I don't know. It's quite an impressive feat running full speed as the steps kind of like give away with the snow at the very edge just to conceal better your tracks.
What happened? Have you seen something?
You just whispered to me?
No. I'm looking around, just kind of about. Is there anyone around?
No?
I was just thinking though, it must be someone quite agile to be running at this kind of speed on these rooftops.
I'll take a step to the side. Yeah, definitely. What are the footsteps like?
Very hard to tell because again it's on the edge. The snow kind of piles down after each footstep, so it's very hard. There's not like a Nike symbol or
So like something agile, something or someone agile, but that could have been some kind of
I don't know.
Mechanical
thing. Should we follow them as best we can? I guess is all we can do.
yeah.
Just start slowly, carefully following them.
Okay, yeah, you go a bit further inside, leaving new, fresher tracks around. And as I say, they turn around the rooftop, and then they kind of disappear. There is a bit of a bunch together there, and make another survival check, see if there's anything.
Yeah. 18.
18. You look below, and there's a balcony there, and you can see that this is not a balcony that is being used a lot in winter, and the railing in the balcony, it has like the typical like very little bits of snow on top of it, but then there are like two, imagine like footsteps, and you can imagine that someone like hang here from the gutter onto there, and then they just disappear, and then the ground below is impossible to tell. Just the foot traffic becomes.
Just gonna try and drop down onto the balcony from the roof. There's
Yeah,
something-
easy enough.
Something down here. Drop down and then there's much down on the street. And it's going to be possible to drag them any further.
Yeah, you imagine it's not going to be easy. The foot traffic is too much.
Do you think Scholar would be able to do it?
We've not really got anything other than absence of snow. I can't really.
No, yeah, then it's something to smell, right?
I've got him to sniff around the bodies and the explosion, so maybe if we find some powder or anything in any area that matches it, might be a lead, but
Have you checked through the bodies?
no.
Well, let's do it now before the guard arrives.
I'll drop.
You,
Can I drop
Yeah.
down to the street from where I am? Like,
yeah, you can. You can. Going around, and then it's not super high and doesn't even require a check.
I'll meet you around. On the side.
Alright.
So you, Genhorn, you follow around this woman, and she's kind of like, after she leaves Trollskull Alley, you notice that there is a bunch of City Watch that are walking in a different direction, and she kind of like covers her face as she goes by. You follow her for around 10 minutes until she enters quite a well-off noble villa. Probably not the best one in the North Ward, but a good one. She kind of enters there and takes in the garden area, takes the hood off and kind of like shakes it from the snow, and walks up a set of marble stairs in a kind of like where there's a landing with two Doric columns, and from there she kind of like get the snow, dirty snow off her feet, and then grabs a big key and opens the door and enters.
While she's doing, can I try and sneak in behind her?
Sure, make a stealth check.
It's not been bad roll so far. That's terrible.
Plus 4, I think.
I think for a cat,
You open the door and there's
yeah.
just
10s.
10. As she opens the door, you try to kind of sneak in between her legs, and she notices and she goes, "Ah, no, no!" And she kind of like pushes you gently. She appears to not want to harm a random stray cat, but kind of like pushes, "No, no, no, kitty, no."
Try to sit there and look as cute as possible. Right?
Yeah.
Roll for cuteness.
She looks at you, oh, and kind of like from her handbag she has, grabs a piece of what appears to be bread she was carrying, and grabs a piece and just throws it to you, and then goes inside, closes the door behind her.
Are there any kind of windows or anything?
Yeah, there are many windows. This is a big manor.
Okay. Are there any kind of open windows or?
It's winter in the morning.
No, but you know what I mean. They might be. They're not like. Are they proper windows? Or are they just like shutters like we have? Or,
Yeah, no. In a noble villa, there are proper windows.
Are there any? There's nothing like someone's opened the window to get some air in there or like.
Hey, make a.
Chimney.
Let's see. No,
make a
this
begging
is
check.
more like a fate dice check. Let's see. There are no open windows at this moment.
There are no windows at all.
But I'm gonna say that you notice the name is in the villa, like on top of the door, and it says Horn Raven. Horn Raven. House Horn Raven. Yeah. And it is the symbol of the house is a raven with a horn. A uni raven. Raven corn.
Was the bread nice?
Is it?
Give me the bread.
Who gives a cat bread?
Yeah, no, cats don't eat bread.
It's not great with animals.
Okay, I'm gonna just how well sort of like. I mean, considering it's like kind of a villa and stuff, and with the garden and stuff, how well kind of encloses that area? How visible is the door area and stuff from the street?
Well, from the street it's quite visible because it has the typical like fence that is open, so you know people can come in and out all the way towards the door, and there is a garden that is maybe 50 feet long until with a path until you reach that door there, and there's gardens to the sides and the fence with some trees, but you can certainly look from the street. What happened?
who was that, man? Who was that?
You.
So what I kind of want to try and do
Yep.
is transform back into Genhorn, knock on the door, then transform into a spider,
Throw
and
the
go
bread
above
there.
the door, waiting to like sneak in when she opens the door.
Just
The spider's not small.
How big the
Yeah,
spider?
this spider's
The
a
spider is
massive
like this big.
spiders.
The spider, it's like this big, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like this big.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but it's
it's
not. If
kind
it's
of-
above someone's head though. Like,
Jesus,
I would fucking notice that.
So you want to be on top of the door, like
Yeah.
above the
Yeah.
door, and then go.
yeah, because if someone knocks on the door, you're gonna
Alright,
come
make
out and
a
look,
make a
aren't you?
spider stealth check. As you knock on the door. Toc toc toc.
How much stuff do spiders have?
Not as much as a cat.
Spider.
It's like a wolf spider.
Spider-Man, Spider-Man.
Where's my spider?
Spider has +4.
Ooh, so 17 stealth.
17. Okay. So you knock.
That's as much as a
You hear footsteps. Someone open the door. And it appears to be some kind of servant. Has servant clothes. Quite well shaven. Looks around to the sides. Damn kids. And closes the door and you can go. You're inside the house. We'll see where that goes. You guys were following and then blah blah blah. And Niall and you, Millie, are back with the kid that ran away after giving you the necklace.
So I guess we're waiting for the watch to come.
You're waiting for the watch, right?
Let's see if they can identify what the cause was before telling them.
You notice. Sorry. Yeah. Go ahead.
So keep it concealed for now.
That makes sense.
We'll just roll with it.
You notice that the man that Genhorn healed, I told you that you saw he was in pretty bad shape on the knees. He's kind of, he had slumped against the wall, quite disorientated. And he's now looking around, stands and starts walking away.
What? He just starts walking.
She stands walking away.
No, you.
The other injured people are kind of around the area still.
You should stay here. You just got attacked. You were pretty bad.
Oh
Help
no!
is coming.
I need to go. I need to go. He looks to be disoriented.
Yes. You are not. How many fingers am I holding up?
I know a bunch. Look, I need to go. I had business at the bookshop, but
Do you know what just happened to you?
oh yeah.
What shape was he in? Was he missing any limbs?
Huh?
Bloody band.
He had like the knees fucked and whatnot, and they are a bit patched up now, but he still looks kind of shocked.
You were a couple seconds away from dying there.
Oh. Wow, yeah, that fucking hell, I saw so weird. I saw some kind of unicorn. But before that there was some like weird, like some kind of mechanical angel of death. After the explosion, just as I was on my knees moving away, just moving about, I thought it would come for me, but then it just left.
An angel, like with wings.
It just looked weird. Everything was white and my ears were ringing, and I just saw this weird figure moving about. And that's sort of, look, I need to go.
So we all see different
I
things.
need to go. And then
Tunnel?
You need to speak to the watch when they get here.
he looks at you, but no, I don't. Wait, no. I need to go. And he starts going towards the.
Go grab him.
Okay, grapple.
Come on, natural 20. Natural 2.
Mission 2.
Plus 0.
He kind of like manages, even with disadvantage, because he rolls a 5 or something.
I was kind of like pinned by the shoulders.
Okay, so try and grapple him.
Well, that's also bad.
That's athletics.
That's a 9.
So now he avoids both of you.
Oh,
Um,
bloody hell.
he avoids both of you. No, let me go. And he starts running away.
I gotta cast levitate on him.
Levitate. Okay, he's
You
now.
have to stop.
Is it saving throw?
Yeah,
It's a Constitution saving throw.
Constitution saving throw. Okay.
It's 14.
Against 14. Let me see. What these guys.
Does he have a level of exhaustion? No, that's the real question.
no, that's
maybe
for
skill
ability
checks.
checks. Yeah, skill checks, not saves.
Isn't it a strength check though? Is it actual saving?
Yes,
Yes,
he
it's
starts levitating. I go, how far do you like?
I'm just gonna float him just above the floor.
Yeah. Alright.
I got-
What are you doing? Let me go!
You need to speak to the watch. I don't know how I'm doing this.
No, I don't want to speak to Watch. I was just,
Scary
an
kid.
explosion, man. I'm the
This guy's having a
victim
bad
here.
day, I tell you that.
I need to go. Let me go.
He's so high.
I'm gonna just try and lift him up a bit.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Oh, this is torture.
I can lift him up. I can just keep making him go up.
You're smiling, Millie. Sinister.
Does he have a saving throw every round or?
I don't think
No,
so.
I
I think
think
it's just
so.
stuck.
Yeah. Fucking say, what are you doing?
Look,
You can't do this to me.
This is for your own good. We just saved you. We
No.
are trying to help you.
Let me go, man. Let me go. I'm a floating. This is the worst day ever.
Just stay there. They're gonna be here in a minute. It's fine. You can just sit tight. What do we do? I don't know. Can I bring it back down?
Well, he just dodged us both, so I suggest you keep him in the air.
Okay. I can do that. I think he's up there now.
Lower.
I'm gonna try and lower him down.
Yeah. You start lowering him down, and you can Yeah, you can feel almost the shape and the weight and everything. You can feel yourself manipulating the weave.
So it's like a frustrating distance from the floor.
Yeah. Okay. So just that. Oh, let me down! Put me down!
Look, you need to help us solve this so it doesn't happen again.
All
Do you
I
want to
saw.
walk around the street being exploded
Oh fuck!
out of nowhere?
No, I'm not telling you anything else. Fuck you.
Wow.
Okay, that's fine. I mean, you can talk to the watch. They're almost here. And
Can we undo this feeling?
That was a very suspicious fact you.
Thank you.
pull out my knife.
Okay. So you're gonna keep him there.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're going to the bodies, by the way.
Yeah, you go around, and yeah, I'm gonna say that you were following the tracks, whatnot, as you're talking, and you turn around and you see Millie holding this
No,
guy.
but we were going to go through the bodies of the dead.
Okay,
We're
yeah,
all
well,
in the same area.
yeah, they're in the same area. So you turn around, you start going through the bodies. Make
Well, I'll come around and see a guy float.
yeah. Now it's a guy floating that is insulting them.
He's awfully
Who's this
ungrateful.
He's a witness. He saw the guy that
Why is it flying?
Just Genhorn is
because
the
he
one
was trying to run away.
who fixed him up.
Running
He's
away.
very
Yeah.
good. Grateful.
So we stopped him and he saw the thing that was on the roof that you were talking about, and we're waiting for the watch to arrive so he can speak to them.
Why is he trying to run away?
Don't know.
I thought he was just disorientated.
Oi!
He said the F word.
Whoa! He kind of like turn around and waves like,
So we,
yeah.
That's an extra trick you got there.
right? I didn't know I could do it.
Where are you trying to run to, friend?
Home where fucking hell. Just out of here. Look at this place. It smells horrible.
It does. Want an insight check?
Sure, go for it.
That smelled pretty bad.
It's not 9.
What
9.
is it then?
He
You agree?
he appears to be rattled, disorientated. Like he still his eyes cannot like focus properly. There's nothing else that suggests anything else than that. He's disorientated, kind of like a concussion.
I guess just keep hold of him until the watch arrives then. We need someone to say that it wasn't us.
I mean, I found this, and he said I shouldn't be carrying it, but I think it's something to do with the explosion. Like
What is
it's
that?
got these beads on it, and there seems like there used to be more, and they got little writing on them, like there's some kind of magic. I don't know if you recognize
the
these
weapon.
things.
Ever seen anything like that?
I mean, it looks like a necklace to me.
Very oddly, like
But like it,
misshapen necklace.
there was some kid that was hiding behind the barrel, and I came down, I saw them, and then they said that they found this near where the explosion happened because they had some friends here. And
They
they
just
died.
really.
Is it possible that it got blown off someone in the explosion and just
I
flew
mean,
off?
maybe, but it's a nice
It's
necklace.
probably best to keep to yourself. I
I
would
mean,
say.
if it's nothing, then I'll keep it. It's nice.
Well, we're not saying that.
Well, we're not going to show the watch when they get here, so I can keep
No,
it
well-
if they don't.
If they suddenly describe, oh, this was caused by some
Like
kind of red ruby thing, then we can suspect that that might be the weapon.
I might
Yeah.
Otherwise, I can keep it.
know some people that might be able to take a closer look at it. Would I probably know some like backstreet appraisers and
Oh yeah. You definitely have people that you can go to.
Yeah.
so
If that thing can cause this kind of damage, that's one hell of an asset to have.
But why would they leave it there?
here's the
That's the
thing.
bigger question.
Yeah, it's just
Maybe they're
funny.
trying to frame someone.
Those
And it's
people-
currently hit them.
If that thing is a weapon, I'm just going to throw this out there because I had a few run-ins with them before. These people will be able to. I mean, you know, you can all use magic, and they
Maybe
could tell that we were magic users when we walked into that building last.
Right.
So, is there any chance that they're going to be able to just smell that on you as soon as they arrive?
Maybe
I
you
can just pretend I forgot.
Why don't you take it back into the house? Just leave it there for a moment. It's probably the safest.
Why do you give it to me? And I'll take it back to the house.
Right, so that's why I don't want to leave it in the house. I want to keep my eye on it.
And those kids in there. as well.
This is the
I'm
badass
Mulligan.
Elgin's still here.
Yeah. No one sent him away.
I
Yeah,
told
he
you.
told him to
Oh.
sit
Back in the house.
Oh, you sent him. Okay, sorry. He comes out the window.
Yeah. I mean,
That's
he
someone
weren't-
else's house.
I mean, if it's in the house, I won't be able to fish it out from there. Just go and hide it somewhere. Give it to the kids. Well, actually, don't give it to the kids.
Terrible idea.
I'll run it inside. If this guy tries to run away, though, someone grab him because he's a witness.
Alright.
He's slippery.
Oh, well then, you take care of it.
This was I tried.
Well, harder.
This was a final measure.
It must be vanity
Alright.
muscles on you.
I'm gonna run inside.
So you run inside with the
My
necklace.
hand was on
You
the towel.
three are going.
I mean,
You wanted to go through the body. you
Yeah,
said.
we want to go through bodies. I want to search for weapons, just to see if there's
Okay.
anyone there that's obviously not like a regular passerby folk, but someone
Yeah.
that's armed and because of a
Start with the
particular
ones in dark cloaks.
reason.
Yeah,
because
as
those
soon
are
as you
suspicious.
approach them and they're like a charred mess, immediately you kind of like move them and you see they have short swords and in one of them the cloth could kind of like burn out and you see a
Spider,
tattoo
that's like, yeah.
in one of their forearms.
Might be the targets. No, we're in.
Yes.
We got a snake tattoo on these ones.
Splinter group of the Centaurians.
The others.
Looks like some children.
Do you recognize any of the others?
You go through all the bodies.
Yeah.
Okay, so there are two halflings that they are apparently musicians, and you don't find tattoos on them. There is you when you go from body to body, you recognize the gnome, Niall. It's Dalakar.
Who's that?
You saw him on session 0, the gardener of Renee and Everembry, and the
One
guy
of
you
the-
were in the Inn of the Dripping Dagger room looking for clues and whatnot. When Genhorn realized he hadn't shown up at Lorena's house for a couple of days.
Ooh. Ooh.
And at that point, Watchful Order a mage floating with another guy that is not wearing the robes and that you recognize, kind of like float around the corner and appear and starts like going there. And you recognize this as Mr. Blastwind and
Blastwind.
was his face the other guy?
Oh, is it those two again?
Yeah, they
Oh,
are
yeah.
in they patrol the Northwood.
Classic cop comedy duo.
Yeah. Blastwind and what was
I really like the short fat one's voice.
and Cromley, Saith Cromley and Barnabas Blastwind, and Barnabas is kind of like flying them both, and they start approaching where you are there in the middle of the street.
Take a couple of steps back from the bodies.
Okay, you take a couple of stairs. Yeah, you were kind of like going through the bodies.
Seems the city's low on investigators.
We're gonna.
Now we're
We're gonna go to Genhorn, but first we'll take a quick break now. I know it's a bit early for a break, but we need to go.
Sure.
We need to say.
You're going to say hello to her.
So we'll be right back.
Say hello to who?
What are you doing? Quiggy?
I'm just. He bumped it with his head.
Who's there? NPCs disappeared.
And welcome back to 11th episode of The Weave. We had to take a quick break there, but we're now ready to see what Spiderhorn is up to. So
Press mine
you,
again, but-
as you see this manservant kind of like looking around, you climb inside, then fucking kids, and comes back inside, closes, and turns the key, just leaves it there like in the keyhole.
Everyone in Waterdeep is so sweary.
Hey, it's a city. It's like New York, right? People are stressed out, and so you are there, and it is kind of a very nice house. You can definitely tell that there's money here. There in the foyer, like the central area where the kind of you enter the house, there is a very nice little fountain. That it has no running water at the moment, and then you can see further in the distance it opens up into a big hall with statues and decoration, and a big two-pronged set of stairs, as it were, that go up to the second floor, and there are doors to either side leading to wings. And you just above the door on the inside, looking down as the man goes back into the central hall and enters the door to the left.
I'm gonna just try. Obviously, on the ceiling is kind of quietly into the shadows, sort of.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, it's very easy because it's quite a tall ceiling. You know, many they build tall just to show off. You can definitely go across the ceiling, and you're gonna be very hard to see.
And just kind of go between rooms trying to find this woman.
Okay, so make no, it's not a make. It's eventually you'll find her. Just
Well,
gonna
unless
say
it's a
how long
closed door.
how long it takes. No, because she is after about 5 minutes you go see some doors you cannot enter, but you hear her speaking, and there's another female voice that is kind of like replying to her. And you go there, and you see what appears to be some kind of studio with bookshelves, and there is this woman. She's left her coat like next to her, and she's kind of like trying to get off like bits of snow and whatnot from her hair. And she's speaking to what appears to be another house servant, a woman this time, and they're just speaking in hushed whispers, kind of like.
Can I get any closer on the ceiling?
Yes. Yeah, there are like sofas in the center. This is like a reading room.
Okay.
There is a fireplace with crackling fire currently, and there is a central like not candelabra, like what is it called, like those lamps that are very ornamental. Huh? Chandelier. Very ornamental, so you can probably climb there. That's as far as down as you can go, so you can hear.
Okay.
And
You don't want to create a really big shadow.
and make a stealth check as you cast a massive spider shadow on top. No, the fire is coming from the side, from the fireplace.
22.
So the light is coming from the side. And there is a window that is kind of like letting some light in. 22. No problem at all. You kind of like set yourself there in the central part of the chandelier, the like solid, like the more solid part. And she's saying, the woman, yes, of course. Mr. Trench, he's sure now. He has a mistress in the southern world, and he wouldn't give me her name because he said it was not part of the arrangement, but he confirmed it. He has a mistress. What am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? And she's kind of keeps talking about how you can surmise that
It's her husband.
husband had him followed by Vincent Trench, and she's a bit upset about the whole situation.
Marriage comes.
And she keeps talking about this mistress in the southern ward, and the house servant is trying to calm her down.
do I do now? How do I get out of here?
Jump on her face.
You don't even know why I sent you to follow up.
Yes, you just like follow that woman.
Well, I followed her, but I found out the information, so I assume this is really important. Information now. Dun, dun,
Hey, everything
dun.
can be important.
Okay. I'm gonna try and make my way out of the room sneakily. Find.
You can go back the way you came.
Can I find like towards kind of like, I guess at the back of the house or something?
Yes, you can find the door that is open to the kitchen area and like kind of the pantry because servants are coming and going. And from there, well, all the doors are closed though. The doors leading out.
Okay, go out to the kitchen and sort of see if there's a bit where someone might go outside to like throw out some rubbish or something.
Okay, so you're gonna wait until.
Well, I don't know how long is it.
Yeah, someone is cooking lunch because it's morning, and eventually, I'm gonna say because your spiteful might wear off. Let's see. Ooh, 3 minuses. Eventually, they finish cooking. There's a boy there that is cooking, and he just leaves, and no one is opening the doors to the outside. It's about 40 minutes, 50 almost. So you have about 50 minutes of your spider form.
Okay, I'm just gonna go back to the front door then.
Hmm?
Go back to the front door.
Go back to the front door.
Go down, have a quick spider around. Do I see anyone around?
You see a smaller spider that in a web on the corner is kind of like super steady, looking at you. Don't let her see me.
Quietly turn back into Genhorn.
Okay, so you
Open-
go down
open the
to
door.
the ground. Make a stealth check. Again, one stealth
You
check.
assume he's going down to the ground.
Ooh, so what?
It's the one.
You didn't go down.
So you didn't go down to the ground. You essentially start climbing down, and you imagine yourself kind of like turning, landing silently in front of the rope.
I'm back.
And when you do that, your legs come out. You don't calculate properly, and there is a beautiful flower. What's it called? Yeah, like a vase there, and you just hit it with your leg as it extends from your spider form, and it just crashes to the ground, and then you land heavily on the floor. Pieces of ceramic and flowers kind of like strewn across the floor, and you're there, and the key's there.
Quickly,
Huh?
I quickly change to look like just some random person I've seen in the street on the way here. Just
Some random person, some random. You're normally 8 foot tall.
yeah, I can do it down to
Okay,
6.
so you are down to
6.
6. Okay, so you're now a quite tall random water babian. You switch back to it. You hear, "What's that?" And the voice of the man that opened the door, kind of like running. You go, make a sleight of hand check because you're nervous.
Oh, here comes the natural
10.
Okay, you go. Okay, you open the door. The cold winter air kind of like rushes. Who's there? Who's there? You hear and some clanking of metal, something that being grabbed, or as you can just run out down
Yeah,
into the street.
close the door quickly down into the
Okay, you go that out, close the door, and you hear shouts from the inside as you.
But I'm gonna go like a different way, not towards like back to.
Not straight towards the entrance with the fence. Okay, so you can go around, and around the house you see another entrance for like carriages, and the fence is also open there, so you can just walk down out into the street.
disappear off into the crowds.
Okay, so you with your wet Autodavian look, you disappear into the streets. Okay.
Smoothly done.
Back to where we were. You were all together. You had just found. Oh no, sorry. You, Millicent, went back all the way. What are you doing
I'm just going into my room and I'm gonna just hang up the necklace. On my
with
room.
the rest of your jewelry
Yeah.
that you have arranged there?
Yeah.
Okay, so you put it there with the rest of your jewelry. As soon as you go there, the kids, well, also the kids see you because they're constantly seen outside. So they walk into your room. So what happened? What happened? What do you know about it? James.
It's not over yet. I have to go back outside. Stay out of my room, okay? Just
Okay, but wait, look, we're really good at like knowing stuff.
Right.
and finding about stuff. Do you want us to go like ask questions, or you're investigating this? Also, the watch just arrived, just so you know.
Okay. Have you seen all the dead bodies out there?
Dead bodies? Yeah, they're all there. They're all burned.
Okay, so we don't have to worry about that. Okay, if you go outside and you expect the man, he's just floating there at the moment. Try and find out whatever you can from him. The floating man.
Yeah, the floating man. You float.
Yeah. I'm
Wow.
not really sure how I did that.
That's so
one.
cool. Okay, let's go. And they all kind of like pile down the stairs.
I'll run with them.
Okay, you run with them. So you're gonna run out as you see the watch arriving, essentially, and you three kind of stepping back from Dalakar's body that you were examining. And Seth, I don't know if you remember how they look.
Yeah.
Seth Cromley and Barnabas Blasphemy. Seth Cromley looks at you all. It seems that every time something happens in Troskull Alley, it is you that are involved. What was it this time? We heard we heard about some kind of commotion and explosion, and someone called us in a very non-standard way.
They've
What was
never
that?
seen me as well. Just they've never seen me. I was hiding. in
Neither.
there.
Neither.
No,
of
both
us,
of you, no, so they're looking at you, Niall.
Oh, you mean the writing in the sky?
Yes, what is this, some kind of non-standard call? What happened here?
Well, it wasn't me. It was our friend. He didn't know what to do, so he did the only thing he thought of.
Is your question really about the writing in the sky and not all these charred bodies?
I'll get to the bodies. I need to first understand the whole picture. And you see that Blastwind is kind of like looking around. He goes and takes out a medallion that looks very much like the one Millicent has. And touches it and starts emitting a faint glow. And he goes, there was a fireball here. Yeah, magic is afoot. And starts walking around the bodies.
So as you're aware, we live just across the road there.
Since you moved here, it seems that this has become a very dangerous neighborhood. Of course, I'm not making any assumptions just yet. Tell me what you know, Mr. Wintergarden. I believe you were a member of the Tuash, so
Yes, as you can see.
please proceed with a full report of the situation.
As you can see from my attire, I only came here because of this loud noise.
He's still in your towel.
Yeah, towel and slippers. It's
Yes.
getting cold.
Yes, I ran here because I heard the noise, and I see all this, just as you see this now. And then there was people. We helped some people. This one, he's not still levitating anymore.
He should still be.
Oh,
Yeah, there is
that's
the man that is levitating is just silent and he's looking at the city watch.
This one almost died, but our dear Genhorn saved him, and now he's disorientated and wants to get away. So he probably has more information than.
Yeah, and there's a spell then, Castle being held by someone. Is it you?
It's not me, no.
Who cast a spell on him?
That would be Millie.
At that point, Millie and the kids are kind of like running towards the group. And you see Blasphemy turn around. Hungry? Why is that man levitating?
Well, you see, as of this morning, there was an explosion and all these people were killed. And this man, he was a survivor and he saw everything that happened, and I was apprehending him so that he could speak to yourself when you arrive.
You apprehended the victim? Why would you do that?
I mean, he saw everything. He was going to run away, and I said that he wasn't supposed to run away, and we tried to stop him, and then he didn't. And then I was like, "You need to stop!" And then he floated from the floor, and then
Put him down.
it's cancel my concentration.
You cancel concentration, and the guy goes, the knee.
It
Ah!
flows back slowly. Doesn't really. Sorry.
He would actually float.
Yeah.
Oh, they
otherwise,
float down.
Otherwise, you could just make someone.
Yeah,
go
yeah,
really
okay.
high.
So it flows down slowly. Oh, yeah, officer, this is unacceptable. They torture me. I was burned.
We saved you.
Yeah, he was going to die. He was going to die for sure.
Almost died.
Yo, you didn't save me. There was another person here. The unicorn.
As he's talking, all his like sleeves and stuff were burnt off, wasn't he? He was like, can
Yeah.
I just look over his body, see if he's got any tattoos or anything on him?
No, not that you can see in plain sight. No, at least. He has. You can tell he has leather armor that has been partially destroyed. Some kind of light leather armor.
Oh, interesting. He's not got any weapons on him or anything.
Nope.
That is uncommon though, right? To be wearing the
Yeah.
armor.
It's not the most common thing if you're just a random citizen walking in the morning.
So there was 2 other witnesses that got away, a child and some woman, and both of them said the same thing. They said they'd seen a man or someone on a rooftop.
Do you have any names of the witnesses that are not currently here? And you see that other people are starting to come here, and there's a bit of a circle forming. They had all gone away, but now that the watch is here, there's a bit of a circle forming, and everyone is just.
Keep my eyes the shopkeeper. Do I spy him around?
Not at the moment. You see, of the ones you recognize, you see Fala, you see Tali Felbrunch, the brother of Melanor.
Yeah, the guy that's painting the shield.
Yeah, you see Emek, basically like coming there with
Take my
his
sword out.
I
bride.
arrest Emic.
Yeah. And there are just people like now gathering. They are comforted by the watch arriving, as it were. Until they arrive, everyone was like, "Well, we don't know if this is under control yet or not."
No names. All the witnesses started running away, so that's why we had to do desperate measures just to keep this one here. So you can now ask him questions.
We'll
He
get to
probably
the
has-
bottom of this. We have means of interrogating the unfortunate victims, of course, and see what they know. Now, I don't believe I have seen you here around these parts before.
My name's Geth.
Keth from.
My name's Jim.
Geth from Icewind Dale.
From Icewind Dale, very well. And you would be
Labour, just I'm a bartender down from the Bowers of the Earth.
Labour. Now, the reason I ask is there have been reports of a certain break-in in a place nearby. And there are certain descriptions that may or may not match some
character isn't really
of the
laughing.
features. Huh?
My character isn't really laughing.
Yeah, I know. Some of the features that you possess with a striking similarity.
If this is because I'm a tiefling, I get this a lot, but we're not all criminals.
Oh, no. Don't play the tiefling card on me.
I'm sorry, but
There are very much reports from a trustworthy source about problems in the neighborhood. Now, we're gonna keep this.
What, like that one there? You mean?
We're gonna keep this to aside for the moment, but do know that you might be summoned to testify before a magistrate. Where do you live?
Roll the save.
I live at. Hang on. Seldith Street.
Well, deception.
Eight.
8. Of course you do. Looks at Blastwind, and Blastwind comes to you, still holding his amulet. I suggest you tell the truth, my friend.
Go cut her back off, is it?
I have a place in an attic near the bowels of the earth on Snail Street.
Very well. How can we find you? The bowels? You said you are a bartender there.
I'm sorry, but your priorities don't seem to be straight here. There's dead people on the ground, and someone did it, and they're getting away.
Yeah, that was a fireball cast
Yes.
here.
So who did the bloody fireball?
We don't know.
That's
but,
the question you should be asking.
but we are now in the presence of two witnesses that are also accused of breaking in a shop
I'm
store
sorry,
nearby.
you
So it might
said-
all be connected.
So you said that we fit the description of.
Yes.
I've come here because I've heard there's a very talented private investigator. And I came here to seek his business this morning and was lucky to be alive after this explosion. I'm just a citizen wandering around and you are throwing accusations at me.
I'm not throwing accusations. I'm just saying that you may be called before a magistrate because you have been found in, or someone that looks like you, in Trollskull Alley twice now during a shop break-in and during a fireball incident. So,
So ask him if he did the fireball.
were you
Yeah,
related
yeah.
to this fireball incident?
Tiefling, infernal, fireball, all adds up, doesn't it? Look, I've dealt
You
with,
know I'm making yourself
I've dealt
any
with this
favours.
kind of racism my entire life.
Yes,
so
of course. You know, everything that you say now can be used against you in a magistrate court.
Everything you say to me will be used against you when I file a court order for this kind of behaviour.
Okay.
What's your number? What's your officer number?
I bear witness to this.
You can ask for Seth Crumley at the North War Magistrate.
I will.
Now, let me know, where can I find you? The bowels of the earth.
No, there's a small attic nearby above some stables. You can find me there. And then I'm just going to start walking away.
Okay, you start walking away. The guy looks at you, and then looks at you. Yeah, you fit the description too. Impersonating a city watch guard, that was the accusation.
Call him an emphasis and walk away.
Oh.
Where do you live?
Before we get to that,
No, where do you live?
what happened to the other investigation, the one that you were running with the people that died outside our house?
Oh,
Where did
we'll
you find
get to that before.
You seem to be getting to many places, nowhere fast. I would say.
died outside our house.
Well, I was going to tell him that.
Gotcha.
We'll get to that before.
I'm living with this wonderful, very respected.
So you
gentleman.
live in this
I live
in
this
the
house.
manor.
Temporarily at the very
Oh,
least.
temporarily. Oh, very well, very well. You may be summoned in the following days.
For sure.
Now, do you have anything to do with this fireball?
Are you kidding me?
No, but previous criminal behavior.
Is this
Behooves.
this is profiling? That's what it is.
I think there's only one of us here that's capable of doing such a fireball, and that's him. And I point at Barnabas.
You Barnabas.
Yeah.
Barnabas looks at you all. What?
Yeah, right. You know that you didn't do it. We know that we didn't do it. So you're asking us all these questions. You're the only one that's capable.
Well,
Maybe you did it.
no, I didn't do it. There was someone here about
Why
skywriting.
Why should we believe
Oh,
you?
you seem to be
Maybe
arriving
you
at
should
the
be
scene of a
summoned.
crime every time, just in time.
Because we happened to walk in the North Wall. And actually, someone wrote up there.
Yes, we can't
Look
relax.
how the turntables.
I did give you another detail which you glossed over from two witnesses.
He was too
I said-
focused on another
There
crime.
was two witnesses said the same thing. There was a person on the rooftops, threw something, boom.
Very well.
And now you have a witness here. You should just go and ask him what he saw.
Now, I don't think you're the best investigator. You keep saying that someone keeps writing these messages, but he signed his name. It says in the message.
Do we have the name?
You said love again, Paul, right?
Yeah, we have
Mr.
the
Love Henwood.
big fable to thank for quick thinking. Now, Millicent, last time we came here for another incident, you had blown up the head of several people.
Not with a fireball.
Leads me to believe that your powerful magics may be wild and under control.
I was complete control. Those people were bad people, and they tried to hurt my friends. So they got what they had coming.
Look, I'm not making any accusations. I have reports from.
I mean, you've made accusations to all.
Oh
of them.
yes, because they appear to be a guilty party in a completely different criminal investigation. But I'm gonna say, Bogentra, she's giving all of us the heads up about your situation. So I'm not saying that you are involved, but as a watchful order, we are bound to help you. If you cannot get your magic under control, I need to know whether this was an accident.
Well, this was not me. I would say that.
Okay, thank you. That's all I wanted to know. No one mentioned it, but it could be.
And the other guy keeps writing. Very well, according to all the reports you have given me, and at this point there is a city watch patrol arriving of about like 8 soldiers, and they all start like taking. Everyone is like eager to talk to them, and they all start taking witnesses' accounts. And Cromley has moved over while Barney was speaking to you, and then Cromley comes back. Well, some of the accounts match what you were saying, and as I say, there's nothing suspicious about this. Such a coincidence that you are here and things keep happening around here, but please, if you know anything else, you know where to find us.
I mean,
Mr. Wintercolor, then. Fine, great.
You're not going to check for.
oh no, far be it from us to tell the gentleman how to do his work. I mean,
I
it's-
will. You know,
What do you want us to check for?
you haven't checked. I said there's a person on the roof. You haven't checked there for any footsteps
Of
or
course,
anything.
we are sending people up there, and we are keeping all this city watch here to dispose of the bodies so they can be properly interrogated with the cleric.
Right, well, you know where I live, so I'll be checking if you just brush this under the carpet. Like all the
We
other
won't.
things.
We'll get all the information we can from the dead bodies. Worry not about that. There's nothing else we can do here except find more criminal friends of yours. Is that something I should be worried about?
No.
Very well, then we'll be on our way.
If I may ask before
I'll
you
be
leave,
watching.
Mr. Detective, last went. Did you find anything about the incidents that happened only a couple of yards from here before? A couple of nights ago.
Yes, they were sent to kill several members of a faction that they thought was against the Xantars. That's all. They were particularly loyal, and they wouldn't speak much. You cannot force them to speak. You can force them to speak, not to speak the truth, unfortunately.
Well, shame. Anyway.
That's why it's so easier to actually interrogate victims and not perpetrators. The victims are eager to tell the truth.
Yeah, and also to
Well, not
work
this
it.
one. He tried to run away.
Oh, we'll talk to him. Don't worry about it.
You forget. You speak to him before he goes. He's going to run away.
No, we are taking him with us and the rest of the bodies. He needs proper care.
Well, okay.
Now, we need to file a report.
Yeah, so much writing.
That sounds fun.
And they start walking away, looking at you, Keth, that you left Silas.
I'm
That
going to
way.
have tried to sneak round back to this house and get in through the back of the house.
Yeah, it's enough. There's a lot of people there. And as the watch kind of like start going through the bodies, one of them is holding, not aggressively, but it's holding the guy, the levitating guy, by the arm. Stay with us. We'll take you. Some clerics will take care of you. And they create kind of like a circle there. Is there anything else you want to do, or they're apparently waiting for someone to come over and to start collecting the bodies?
I'll find out if the kids got anything out of him. If the kids had a chance to talk to him.
So to
The floating man.
Yeah, the
did
floating
they get
man.
a chance to, or did the
Yeah.
get into it?
So the kids, when you're going back to the house, one of them, Nat, is kind of like signing, and the other one, Squidly, is the one translating, and he's saying Nat says that the guy's shady. That there's something about him.
Okay. So I'll forward this on. The kids say that there's something weird about this guy.
Where are you all? Sorry, are you back in the house?
Yeah, everyone.
Well,
Everyone.
I think we figured that out already. By the way, did you clock on to the...
I'm gonna say that again, Horn. After the whole iteration, sorry. Now you also come back. And you see now the city watch kind of like disposing of the bodies as everyone is back there in the house.
Did you see the gnome?
Wait, no.
Hey
One of the
everyone.
bodies?
That was a
Or-
child.
I followed the lady you want me to follow.
What lady?
The one you said to follow the lady.
You mean I did.
Was it
You're
you?
looking at the wrong person right now, Kenhold.
I'm sorry. You all look the same.
The person with the towel. Unmistakable.
Especially the perpetrator.
Well, no.
Yes, did you get a number?
I snuck into her house and had a listen, and it sounded like she's been talking to Mr. Trench, and she'd hired him to check into her husband, but it was just I think he was having an affair, so very unlikely related to.
Time well spent, thank you.
Very good, very good.
I can sleep easy knowing that.
Might have accidentally broken a vase in that house, so
Big things had happened.
maybe get her a replacement at some point in time if we see any nice vases. Just, you know.
Did they see you?
No, I don't think so.
Well, don't worry about it.
Okay. Is everything alright with the? Is everyone okay outside?
Well,
No.
They're still dead.
Well, yeah. I mean, we can't bring people back to life because
That guy you saved, he was a bit of a shifty one in the end.
which one?
One of the guys that apparently you saved
Yeah.
was kind of half dead.
What he was involved with it?
Oh, I don't know.
he was trying to run away. He wouldn't.
Maybe he was just scared because you know.
He wasn't.
Yeah,
The
there's
big
nothing else
explosion.
Told
about
us
him.
to fuck off.
Did you get any more information of that, or was that all that you know? Is that he looked a bit dodgy?
The kid said he was weird, and yeah, I mean he was trying to run away. I was hoping the watch would speak to him, but I guess we don't really learn much from them doing that. Maybe we should like catch him and let him go or something.
Well,
They are.
it's,
James also says, and also that there was someone that say that saw like a weird, like a weird metallic man walking around the corpses immediately following the explosion, and he went and apparently picked something up from one of the corpses.
Ah.
We spotted that two of the bodies were others enter him. They had snake tattoos on them,
Alright.
so likely targets in the explosion.
Right, that can be really helpful, useful information.
Who's this gnome you're talking
Right.
about?
Yeah, we're just asking the people around the circle.
There was this gnome. It was Dalakar.
Dalika.
It's
You mean
Oh, it was a gnome they picked something from. Yeah, that was the woman.
Well,
Well, the
the
woman
gnome
was.
was Dalakar.
Dalekar the gardener.
Yes.
That's the one
Ah.
room that we were in the other night.
Yeah,
right?
he was in Rainier's.
Dalekar's dead now.
He's deep.
Oh.
I mean, yes, he's right there.
Well, I mean, he wasn't very good gardener, so. Oh,
Well, I can keep his knife now. That's good.
wait, what's the note we had of him that when we broke into his place? We had a note from someone.
It was from Kalena the Nine Waters. It said something about his demonic master, and if he needs, basically.
So
someone
he's
to
the demonic master. So we have Dalakar walking around with two of the center and splinter groups. So now it seems like the demonic master and the center and splinter group must be together.
Maybe.
And the Castlanters, perhaps.
And he's been missing for a few days. It's possible that Zentrum have taken him captive and have been marshalling him around.
Yeah, possibly.
How, thinking back, how close was the gnome's body to the two Zentrum's bodies? Did it look like they were kind of walking together when they exploded?
No, not together. They were at opposite ends of the explosion.
They weren't together, so maybe they were tailing him. Could have been that they were following him. But then that would mean a third faction.
In fact, Dalekar was, from the explosion, he was closer to, as it were, inside the alley.
Yeah,
Kind of like coming into, and the other ones were like further.
you might be right.
So that can't be a coincidence.
Oh, he
So
was
there is-
probably following them.
Well, no, if he's
No.
moving.
He's a wanted man. He was looking for some sanctuary from someone.
Damn, if only we could question him with his body.
Or maybe he was coming to us for help.
But
Are you in the tap room, by the way?
Yeah.
Or, okay.
Oh yeah, I mean,
this metallic thing took something from him, so what the hell was that? What could have he been carrying? And we know the cause was
What?
a fireball now, so
what is this metallic creature?
I didn't see it.
I'm just gonna peer out the window. They're still there, like moving the bodies around.
Yeah. Now you see a couple of the dung sweepers guild have arrived, and they're using their wheelbarrows that they normally use to like carry dung and snow, and they're just putting the bodies in there, while the city watch is still forming cycle.
Do you think there's any chance we could get hold of his body somehow whilst it's still out there?
Oh,
think
we
it's too late.
can question the body.
I'm
Can
sure
you
we
question
can.
the body?
Well, I mean, we can get it. I don't know.
What if we bring it to Ambrose?
How are we gonna get
He's- He seems to be.
I'm not sure we can.
That's quite a good
I don't know about
disposition
you,
to
but
others.
all this talking stuff we've been doing, very busy morning. I'm very hungry. I'm gonna go and put some stew on. So
Yeah, go ahead, big guy. Sounds like a good idea. I haven't had breakfast yet.
yes,
Ambrose.
Which one's Ambrose? Sorry.
The
The killing.
Kellenvor priest at the City of the Dead. He seems to be on good terms with us.
Well, I remember. Sorry, I remember like him being supposedly like a very cranky guy who,
Yeah, we just
like, he was kind of nice to us, but sort of like as an exception kind of thing, as opposed to like, yeah, come bring me your dead bodies and I'll.
No, but if we angle it right and we tell him that it's, you know, we have reason to believe it could be linked to the infernals at the graveyard, then he might take an interest to him. The fact that we're taking it to him, knowing that he's a position of authority as
Okay.
well.
Let's assume we want to do that. How do we get the body from the
Right, so-
from under the snow?
So he's next to the buildings, right? So maybe I can go speak to him, and then I'll do that floaty thing again, but on his body, and just make it fly up. And then you stand on the rooftop and you just grab him off the side.
Wow.
This is now a crime scene.
And how are we going to distract everyone else?
Or you just speak to him. Everyone's gonna go inside or something, right? Or
They would have already counted how many dead bodies there are by now.
right, but it's just a dung
Hang on a minute.
No, it's not.
Didn't
like
you
the-
say you can make boxes appear?
I can. Yeah.
What if you make a box appear where he is? Maybe they'll think, oh, it's a box. There's no body there. You leave it.
Just peer out the window. Can I see roughly where his body is? Has it been moved?
Yeah, they all been moved at this point.
So they're in carts and stuff.
Do we need the whole body? Yes.
I mean,
You make a religion check.
Now William is descending into like, let's chop his head off.
No. So one.
Okay, you know that there is a spell that clerics use, because you will be able to use it eventually, but unfortunately you haven't studied well.
Anything with dead bodies, I'm just really
Yeah, you haven't studied well, so you don't know exactly how it works or what you need.
got a plan.
This is gonna be okay. Does this involve me impersonating Cardigan?
Oh God. If we go up, we distract one. We take one of the dank sweepers just round the corner and say, "Oh, we've seen something. Is this something that you can clear up as well, or is this, Take one of them to have a look. Whilst he's distracted, you take on his appearance and then just start moving the wheelbarrow away that he's in. No one will think.
Then when he comes back and finds it's gone, what?
He might just assume someone else on the shift has taken it.
But surely, if I start
There are-
taking a wheelbarrow full of dead bodies in
Sorry,
the wrong direction,
there are, just so you know, there are 2 wheelbarrows. They're not wheelbarrows, they are like that single person
hand carts.
hand carts. So, and you can see that they put like 4 bodies on each, like 2.
I'm not sure we can pull that one off.
There's gotta be something we can do.
You.
I used to be able to do this.
You can hide. You can conceal things when you transform.
what?
Wait, right?
He's in the kitchen. He's cooking.
cooking stew.
Yeah. And the kitchen is right next to
I'm keeping an eye on the conversation.
Yeah.
Again, one can conceal things when he carries stuff.
I'm not sure you can consider our body.
It's a small body.
Yeah,
He's a big person.
I've not really tried much with that. So best to, I don't want to really try it in a bad situation.
I can see your mind
Looking
veering.
out the window, is Barnabas and Cromley still there, or have they left?
No, they left.
What
There appears to be some kind of sergeant in charge now, and there's a few more city watch of interrogating, witnesses and just organizing the.
What exactly are you planning? Yeah.
Need to get hold of that body.
Why?
He could pretend to be Dalakar and just say he's all better, and then we take the real body and hide it. And when he's missing, they won't even look for it because they saw him walk away.
We could just tell them that
I
this,
mean-
this person worked for Lord Rainier and he should identify the body, and then we talk to Lord Rainier and then maybe he can allow us to question it.
I just don't think people are going to listen to us.
Almost as if it was serendipitous, you hear a door in the tap room, and the very familiar voice of Lord Rainier. Hello, are you guys there? What happened?
How did you do that?
I think we evolved new abilities. Yes.
Yeah, I go and open the door.
Okay, you go and open the
Oh,
door.
Rainier! Ha! What a sight for sore eyes.
Look at you all. What happened out there? Where is Dalakar? And he walked into a tap room.
Oh, he's. I'm afraid he's in one of the carts.
How did you
He
know?
got killed.
Why are you coming here asking for Danica?
What's this? What happened? Can you tell us? Can you speak, Mr. Rainier?
I received a message from Dalakar 2 days ago to come see you, to come meet you here with him. He had something important, something that belonged to my father, something that he needs to get out of the city.
Ah, fucking bastard.
He's been hiding, he's been under surveillance, he was worried, and he said that since you helped me, you were probably his last chance. He thought his life was in danger and he was being hunted.
Oh, if you came here any sooner, you would have been in one of those carts as well.
Oh yeah, that was very lucky. Oh, poor Dalakar.
Maybe that was his intention.
No, Dalakar worked for my father. I knew him. I knew that from the moment my father planted him as a gardener in my house. My father had many spies. That's all he can do from Neverwinter.
We must act quickly then.
Yes.
We need his body.
What do you mean? Oh, the body. Oh, the City Watch has it now, of
Yes,
course.
well,
Lord
we
Rainier,
need it.
could you not
Did you
pull your weight around?
could you not go through his body? See, what was it that you wanted to give me?
Well, someone else did before us. The person who killed him.
What do you mean? Did you see them? The person that killed him?
No, we only heard descriptions of someone like a brass man of some kind, some kind of automaton.
Automaton, like a construct.
Like, yes, we only heard descriptions.
A nimble
It
one
doesn't
at
make
that. We found footprints on the roof, it looked like it was moving at speed
right.
through the snow, but
You.
have to be very agile.
I've finished with the stew. We'll go back into the
Yeah.
tower.
Oh, Reinhold, there you are.
Yeah. So, do you want some?
Sad day.
Do you want some stew? I put some stew on by the way.
Oh, please, some wine, please.
It'll be-
And he kind of looks for the nicest looking chair and sits down.
Yeah, it'll be a few
Lord
minutes.
Rainier, so before we settle down to drink and eat,
Well, I'll go
do you want to
get.
go speak to the
go
marshal
get
out
the-
there, try to get the body
I'll
off?
go get the body. Don't worry, I'll sort it out.
No, you cannot do
you're
that.
not
It is
left to converse
once
with
the
I'm
watch
good.
have the
I'm
bodies. There is no amount of influence that you can exert. It is in the hands of the law, the magistrate, and the clerics, and this is a lawful city. Some things need to be respected. They will handle it now. Unfortunately, our window of opportunity to do something about it has closed.
That is where you are wrong. We have one more roll of the dice.
Trust me, I can do this.
Cromley and Blastman have gone. What if they were to reappear with Lord Rainier and ask for the body to be handed over to us?
What do you mean? Why would they do that?
Why would who?
Blastway and Cromley.
I mean, what my friend here is suggesting is that we bend the rules ever so slightly. We don't quite break them, but
What rules? What do you? What are you exactly suggesting? I'm starting to think.
Check the roll over here.
Illusion.
I'm starting to think that you want to impersonate City Watch officers.
Oh yeah, that's a big
Oh,
crime.
you don't do that.
That's a big crime.
Yes, we're not doing that.
No. Of course, yeah. I forgot about that. You're right.
Is it something you can be trialed for twice?
You won't need a second trial. The first one is enough to be very nasty for your future.
I'm fucked anyway. So
Look,
Genhorn,
I'm reading the law.
yes, what's your plan?
Yeah, I'm just going to go out there and tell them that this is he's part of the Enclave, and this is Enclave business to look after his body. And
oh no, that won't fly, my friend.
well, I've got a badge, so
Yeah, but that won't fly. The City Watch has the bodies. There are rules and procedures. Trust me.
Your status.
Yes, I have a badge.
Your City Watch. Can't you
Just not.
and now with an if you will, can you please change out of that towel?
Yes, what? Why? I mean, I know that you are eccentric, but this is pushing it a bit too far. Why don't you get changed, man?
I will do that now, yes. Yes.
You must have some authority that they will listen to.
You are City Watch. You didn't say that.
I'm not anymore.
Oh, so what are you meaning?
Well, it's that thing that
Oh,
you
yeah.
keep going to.
The tower of
Yeah,
something.
with that big onyx.
Maloon. Maybe he can get the body.
Meloon?
Maybe Maloon can get the body.
Wait, are you with the Greyhounds?
That's
No!
Because that would certainly
I'm
overrule the City Watch.
that he would like.
What? Did you hear what you just said? That would overrule the City
Yes,
Watch.
Maloon. Maloon's the great
Put
hands.
some clothes on and ask for the
Yes,
body.
put some clothes on.
yeah, you've got that nice new badge as well. haven't
We're
you?
meeting Maloon later.
No,
No,
forget
just-
about Maloon. Just
Are
get
you?
that somebody.
Wait. If you are on a secret mission, then be careful.
Excuse me.
I mean, are you a Greyhound?
No.
Yes. Not dressed like that.
No.
Look, of course you cannot tell me. You wouldn't be able to, huh?
He would have to kill you.
This is exciting. Okay, well, we're gonna suggest that you go against your secret parameters. But anyway, look, the other option, they're gonna take them to the City of the Dead, to the priest of Kalimvor there. Because they're gonna bury them, but they're gonna proceed with interrogation there. City of the Dead. The priest of Kalimvor, Sir Ambrose.
Yeah, we were
Well,
good
yeah,
friends with him.
familiar.
Well, maybe you can just ask to be present during the.
Friends is a strong word.
I don't know. I'm just spitballing here.
I'm literally.
This is all I know about the procedures.
I'm meeting Maloon now.
No, wait. It's no. What?
For what purpose?
Lunch tomorrow, which is
It's
now
not
today.
lunchtime. It's
Well,
fine. It's breakfast time.
Yeah,
we got enough time.
breakfast nearly
Pretty
ready.
much lunchtime.
Well,
What is
it's-
He doesn't like to be bothered after lunch.
You spent like an hour doing as a spider and a
Well,
thing.
yeah, but
What
it's-
time is it?
It's about 10, is it?
Yeah. I mean, you said that you were waking up around like 8:30, so it's about 10.
Well, by the time I get ready, it'll be lunch.
Let's get priorities right. We really want to get that body. Either we go to the City of the Dead later and we ask the priest of Kalimvor, or we have to be present at the time, or you flash your nice little bright badge and basically say, my authority overrules yours, I want that body.
But his badge is a Sea Watch badge. He needs to show like a Greyhound
There's
badge.
not a
which
Sea
is
Watch
one that
badge.
isn't one of-
That's not a
we
City
have
Watch
a-
badge. What's
This
that?
badge was like, it got upgraded, but
It's a Greyhound's badge.
Oh, it is a Greyhound's
Badge.
badge.
Yeah.
You can overrule all this lot.
Look, you were so excited to get that badge, you may as well use
Okay,
it.
let me get dressed first.
No. You just go out like that in your towel.
I'll get dressed.
You were also told when you were given the badge to be careful about abusing its power.
It's not abuse.
I'm just reminding
Yeah.
you.
It's just
I will-
misuse.
I will get dressed.
Okay, you're
And
gonna get
then I'll
dressed.
be wearing my badge.
Renner asked you because you mentioned it. So you said about something about a metal man.
Yeah.
Do you have a better description, construct?
It's only didn't see it. It's only second-hand descriptions that we got ourselves.
A metal angel of death.
A metal angel of death.
That's what the guy said.
I didn't hear that.
Sounds like one of the bands I used to like.
There was some destroyed instruments outside, so it could well have been.
Did someone...
Look,
The same band.
I'm just asking because This
So that
sounds like the kind of
explains
thing
everything,
that you will see in the twin parades
Did someone
organized by the Temple of Gold.
Someone mentioned like a colour as well? I think wasn't there a colour?
Brass, apparently.
brass,
Someone
Brass,
told me.
brass color, yeah.
Yeah.
Bronze.
Oh, bronze.
Bronze or brass?
Bronze or brass.
I mean, he had a clue there. What was that? Temple of something parades.
The twin parades is a major. You would know, and you would probably, yeah, you would also know.
I'm not there, I'm getting dressed.
Yeah, you would know, Millie, about the twin parades. It's a major event in the calendar organized by the Temple of Gond, which is a temple of knowledge and whatnot, and they parade wonders essentially. It's second only to the Day of Wonders, where like there are wonders from all over the place, including constructs, magical things that are paraded around town, and some he remembers. You know, he says that it's the kind of thing that you would expect to see there in that kind of event.
Has anyone else been to the parades before?
But I've
You didn't
been.
even know they existed.
You will also know about the parades and the Temple of Gond.
I generally stay away from temple affairs, but I pass by when it's on. But
It is very popular with like the people.
And there's a temple in Waterdeep, up the Gond.
Yes, there is.
And that could be somewhere we could go look. I mean, all we got right now is a dead body that we're not really going to be able to speak to. Maybe Temple of God, they have like a missing metal guy.
do you,
Speak to them.
Renee, you've obviously carried more weight than we do in this city.
Oh.
I know that you're reluctant to use that and that you're, you know, somewhat reserved about your status, but Ambrose, if we took this body to him, would you be willing to come with us just to act as a face? He works for your father, perhaps you could just say that, you know, your father or yourself may be in danger and you just need to get what you can out of his body. It's more believable than a ragtag bunch turning up and just saying, oh, we found this dead body, we need to know what it knows. That's not gonna really...
Yeah. I mean, yes, I can come with you to the City of the Dead if you wish. Just keep in mind that all the soft power that my name used to carry is tainted by what my father did.
Well, that's,
So-
that's what we're trying to undo anyway.
Did you hear about what the Neverember treasure might be as well?
November treasure.
Yeah.
The enigma.
Oh no, it's just some old rumor of players of the ground game like to think they know better than others, and there is some kind of conspiracy and secret they're all after. It's just nonsense.
Well, can you keep this to yourself? I wouldn't go sharing this.
Do
I
we want to
mean,
say it here? 'Cause
yeah,
it's-
Right.
Well, what are you talking about? my
Wait,
friend?
wait. Let's find a private room and I just
Well,
point to the basement.
I mean, the guide wouldn't come from the mountain to tell us. Like he didn't want to say it within the city. Within the city,
Alright,
do we wanna
come
be
in the
saying-
basement a second, I'll tell you.
because the basement's also in the city.
Basement.
No.
What's going on here? What do you know about my father?
I pointed at the basement just because there's someone else in there, and not because we want to go in there.
Alright, come in the corner, I'll whisper it to you.
I think maybe it's best that we just leave things for now.
No, I need to know now. What do you know?
Come in the kitchen, I'll tell you a secret.
We can tell you if you can help us with this Ambrose thing. We can go see him. We will do the talking. We will tell him what we need to do. We will say that we are there under official business, which is technically true. And then we have you there as just like a little bit of extra muscle if we need to
Yeah.
say that we're important. It's-
But the main thing being as well, I mean, Dalakar might say if the City Watch talks to Dalakar's body or ghost or whatever they do, they might just ask the wrong questions. Whilst if you or us talk to Dalakar, especially considering he was coming to see us
I
and
cannot
you,
talk to Dalakar.
well,
He's
no,
dead.
through Ambrose, through the priest of Kellamore.
Oh, I don't know how that works. I don't think I can.
What I mean is, if upon seeing us or seeing you, he would say something different to what he might say to a City Watch.
Oh,
I mean, I don't know how these
we
things
can
work.
all
I
be
can
there.
only imagine
Yes.
that-
I mean, I don't know how that works. If it's a spirit that we talk to, or I don't know.
They're taken there anyway, so we just go there and say, hey, we'd like to be there, and this guy's noble, so he'll let us do it.
Yeah, and he's a former employer of the
I mean,
deceased.
I'm assuming that it is now with him that can open those doors if he's indeed a grey.
As he says that, you hear footsteps.
Yep.
And I go straight outside.
Okay. You see now in his resplendent armor. Now with him walking aside. Oh, okay, yes.
What?
Serious.
Right, Niall, quick, get some stew. Let's get.
Miss.
Before we leave, tell me about my father.
Yeah, come in the kitchen. I'll tell you.
Okay.
This is a bad idea.
Comes in the kitchen.
I must insist this is a bad idea.
Okay.
How about not with words, but with writing, if we're going to say anything?
Okay, write it down then.
Do you have any pen and paper?
Like, just do a 5.
Man, I think if we are just going to divulge this information, might as well just tell him about everything else, so because there might be things that he understands that he might be able to help us with.
I must insist that this man has been captured once before, and if we tell everything that we know, and someone captures him again, this is he's kind of just with Greyhound, so not Greyhound, your Greyhound, Genhor, then his mind will be a ripe fruit for picking, of
Okay.
which we will be
So-
caught up in.
We went
That's
to a
good.
mountain, and we spoke to this monk.
Genhorn!
I don't think he's writing it down.
What?
You are honestly, your intentions are good, but you are putting us all at danger by running your mouth like this.
Well, he might know.
Why don't you
Renair included, yourself included, everyone you know.
do you think
included.
about the 5 dragons?
Yeah.
Can someone write down what do you know about my father?
I
Imagine-
finished writing down the number. So I do 5, then 0, then 0,
Yeah.
then 0, 0, and then do a little sign for dragons at the end. And then just sort of slide it to,
In a parchment.
yeah, just on
Yeah.
the Facebook.
He looks at it. This is the enigma.
Yeah.
I'm going to
I assume where.
prestidigitation, just ignite it.
Oh, okay. I assume it's. What is the enigma? Where it is? Is that my family's fortune? What?
This is what your father embezzled from the city.
Oh. Oh dear.
Yeah.
Where is it? Has it
Well,
been recovered?
No, but I think that's why everyone's trying to get it, because I don't think that many people know exactly how much it is.
But surely he's never winter with him. That's how he finds us building up the city there.
Well, by the sounds of it, it's somewhere within.
How do you carry out that much?
Well, he did. He was ousted while he was out building. So, oh dear, it's in water deep.
Yeah.
Fuck! I need to go.
Right.
Oh,
He turns around.
No.
Well, eat
No.
your stew first. I made you some stew. Don't go on empty stomach.
Okay, I'll bring you the ball back
Where are you going, Lord Renair?
to my manor, to my house.
For what?
I need to send everyone home. All my servants.
What do you mean?
They're in danger.
You are in danger. If you send all your servants home, so you're going to be in more danger.
Look, I don't care. My father's legacy has already haunted me for long enough. I won't let anyone else die on my behalf. Dalek, fucking die. He does this with a spoon and he's like, he's all over the floor.
You leave
Look at that elf in that painting.
And
Look
that-
how sad he is.
And Dalek didn't even work for my father. He didn't even work for me. He worked for my father. He was a spy. And yet, in the end, he desperately had to come to the people that had saved me.
All
He-
we told you was a number. What's changed? You
What?
sent them out before, they were fine.
Yeah, because if this is what people are after, if this is why I was kidnapped, if there are more players in this stupid game, then everyone close to me is in mortal danger. I was
Take a step back.
ignorant, blind.
Then you need
Goes-
to help us fix this issue. You need to come with us to go see
Lord Renair,
Ambrose.
I'm getting my people out and safe.
No.
I'll meet you at the
Lord
city of the
Renair,
dead.
may I interrupt you for one,
Yeah.
just before you go? If you do any sudden movement like that, you're going to alert people of the fact that you know something else. So that will make you an even more of a prime suspect, so they will definitely want to recapture you again, and I'm not sure how able we will be to rescue you this time around.
brief your staff. Tell them to be vigilant. Double your guard.
Yes, I'll need to hire some mercenaries.
But
But you have to-
you're good at this. Can you get some people from the bowels of the earth?
I mean, you can pay
I
out.
mean, I can try, certainly. I can walk
Permanent
around.
guards.
I know a few good men, yes.
3 per entrance, 2 inside the house. They could
Yes.
come through.
It has to be subtle. They could come through where?
I know, nobles are doubling the guard for every fucking thing that happens in the city. No one will suspect it.
Of course, I've just anything that is within the remit of what a noble would do, and
He
is
grabs
reasonable.
20 gold.
We'll swing by Virgin Square and see who's hiring. Any preference?
Get me 5 people, the best you can find. That's 4 gold, 1 gold per day for the next 4 days. 5 people, 4 days.
Okay. I'll sort that. And you will meet us at the City of the Dead.
Yes, I'll meet you at City of the. I'm gonna brief my people.
One of us should come with you. Just
I'll meet you. When is this gonna happen? They're gonna bring them there. I'll meet you after lunch, around 1, 2 p.m.
At the City of the Dead.
Yes.
I will send your hirings to your house. Or would you like them to
Yes,
escort
send
us?
them there as soon as you can.
right. Who's gonna go with him? Because someone needs to go with him.
No, don't worry about me.
Well, no, yeah.
No, I have a private hire coach waiting for me outside.
Right. Oh, wait. One of us has to go.
I mean,
No, I mean,
it's,
Could send Elgin.
I wouldn't trust Elgin with a rat.
yeah.
I mean, it's just for show.
It's fine. He'll be alright. Let's not split.
Worry
it.
not about me.
Yeah.
I remind you, I'm a good swordsman.
That's true.
Although that explosion, fucking hell.
Yeah.
He walks. Okay, don't worry. I need to protect my people. And he walks out.
My lord, man.
to my people.
Oh, by the way, and he turns around. I put a good word in with Mert. He said he would be around tonight.
Alright, cool.
Mert, the moneylender.
Mert the moneylender, former open lord, back in the day.
Fantastic.
Thank you
You
very much.
should,
Lord
you should
Mayor.
get money to fix this place up. Just be aware, he's very eccentric.
Well, we
You will have to humor him. And he goes out.
I've heard the way lords like to be humoured, and I'm not it. Let me just say that.
I have overpowered that man twice, and he is going to die out there.
Gonna peer out the window to see how Niall's getting on with that body.
So Niall, you walked out of and went straight to the people as they're about to start.
Straight to the guy in the car.
Yeah, they're straight. There are 4 people from the Dance Sweeper
He gets
guilds,
the body.
and they are doubling up on each of the hand carts, and they are about to
I don't
start
like that bit.
moving away.
Well, you don't
And the
have that
city
point.
watch are escorting them. They
Don't
they
do
place
that
some
bit.
canvas on top of the body, so it's not like a scandal while they're moving through Waterdeep.
Alright,
and
fine.
there is
He doesn't get it.
You think there is about the rank of captain,
He's
you're recognized because of the single sash. That is kind of like controlling the operations and saying, okay, nothing else to see here, nothing else to see here, everyone go back to work. And we'll send guilds to repair this on behalf of the city. All repairs will be subsidized, nothing else to see here. And
Just take his
you
money.
get him.
Right. 10 o'clock. I am officially on the clock now. You have a body in one of these carts. This is
2 more nips.
Excuse
and he
me, who
raises
are
his
you?
voice.
I am Child Griffin of the Grey Hands.
I'm not taking that one.
Of the Greyhounds?
Yes.
Sir, do you have identification? Well, you have your badge into your thing.
Yes. Subtle.
In fact, then he looks at you. Oh, wow. I mean, I thought you guys were, undercover and stuff.
Well, I
Things
was-
have changed.
I was this morning. Did you see me in my towel?
Oh, wait. No. Oh, wow, you were the guy in the towel.
Yes.
Oh, of course, you come to fight evil without even wearing an armor.
Yes.
Oh, that's great.
Yes, but we've discovered one of these bodies is important to us, and we need it taken to the City of the Dead immediately.
Oh, yeah, we're going there.
Yes. Oh, we need this one. We don't question this one before we've questioned it. The little one, the gnome, in this cart.
we're bringing them all there.
Yes.
There, the procedure
Yes,
is that.
Then you leave that one, and then we will arrive, and then we will question separately, and then you can do your questioning.
So I tell the priest to only question. Is the
Tell-
priest doing the question?
Tell the priest to leave this one until we get there. Yes.
Until the greyhounds get there.
No, until me. Right.
Until you get there.
He'll know. Tell him. He knows.
What's your name?
Just describe the way I look. He'll know me.
Okay. Make a precision check with advantage.
Well. Well.
6.
Is it a 6?
Yeah, you got -1.
It is a 6.
Looks at you. Okay, I mean this is highly unusual. I mean I have to report this to my superior, saying a member of the Greyhounds is taking over the interrogation.
Not taking over. We're just questioning. First, you will do your interrogation.
Yes,
all
but
the same.
I need to report this. You must understand, sir. The procedures. I could get in real trouble for not saying, well, a member of the Greyhounds took over. You know, this is not a state secret. You know, this is not the kind of thing that I can just deal with lightly.
This doesn't change your course of action, does it not?
Well, yes, because I will have to tell the priest, don't touch her when the Greyhounds are coming.
You just tell the priest. Just wait until it's questioned first. And then
Yeah, but
question-
what do I put in the report? There's no line for that in the report. Wait until the Greyhounds are coming. There is no such thing.
Look, you know how we do things, yes? So there can't be in any reports. I'm telling you because you currently have the body.
Okay, look.
So
Okay,
either,
I'll do what I can.
either I take the body or you proceed as normal and just
No, don't take the body. The body count has been already reported and
Yes.
probably has taken the.
This, I'm
sheet
trying not
already.
to fuck up your day, okay?
Yes,
So
okay.
don't fuck up mine.
Make an intimidation check with advantage.
You've taken that bet.
12 was the first one.
Okay,
Uh,
guys, just yes. Okay. I'll tell the priest to keep this separate. Which one is it? Okay, can you tie a piece of lace, red lace or something? Do you have something? Oh, a piece of grey lace, on a toe, so they know which one is it.
It's the bloody small gnome, right? That's all you need to know. He's there.
Is
I'll point to
small
him.
gnome.
I'll point to him.
Okay, there's a canvas covering the bodies
Right,
now.
I'll put the canvas. It's this one.
Okay, that one. Okay.
Right, now, and I'll give him a wink. And I'll hide my badge.
Okay. And they,
Okay.
they keep moving away.
Good work, sir. Continue.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. And they start moving away.
You've all done a great job here today. Should be proud.
At this point, you see a hire coach with Lauren Air, kind of and Lauren Air is looking at you from the window, kind of waving at you as it goes by.
Now,
So you all see him having strong words with the people, and then the guy does this, and they cover the bodies, and they start going away.
Gotta say, he looks pretty empty-handed to me.
Let's wait and see what he says when he comes in. He might have it.
Oh, the card's gone. The bet says he's coming back with a body. Has he got a body? That's the man.
How do I lose that? All you have to do is take the badge. Put on the badge and take the body.
I'll burst open the door. Right, we've got the body.
Well, you haven't, because I'm 2 lids down, aren't I? What are you doing? Are you mucking about?
Right, we've secured the body. We will question it first.
Well,
Be waiting for us at
yes,
the
Stu.
city of. Thank you.
Yeah.
We'll be. I didn't even check if it's clean. I'm so excited and full of adrenaline and pumped up I am. Yes. We'll be at the city of the dead waiting for you. And where's Renee gone? We'll need to-
Waiting for me. Us. Waiting for who?
Huh? What? There's a lot of
What do you
waiting.
mean
Why is it not
waiting?
waiting here?
Waiting for.
No.
I mean, what? Waiting for who?
Who's waiting at the city of the dead? The body.
Yes.
Okay.
Dalakar's body will be waiting to be questioned by us first.
Okay.
But you will need Renee to be the face.
Renee will meet us there at 1 in the afternoon.
Right, and my meeting with Maloon is at lunch. So I'll go there and then you go.
Who's this Millennium meeting?
Just a member of the order.
Yeah.
My secret's out.
So, are you gonna let out other secrets
Excuse me.
with this Maloon fella? Are you gonna tell him about the stuff, about some of these other secrets we're trying to keep under the lead?
Balloon is.
Let's-
I need to report everything to Balloon.
I thought that you went to the tower yesterday and reported everything to some woman.
Occasionally, Balloon tells me to report stuff elsewhere.
I hate organisation.
Look, I'll go deal with Balloon. You go question the corpse with Renee.
Well, you can meet us. I've got to go do some arm shopping, apparently, for Lord Renair. All of a sudden. You know what I just realised? 4 gold, 5 hires. Where's the cut? 3 gold, 5 hires.
Well, that will depend on your bargaining ability.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Actually, wait. I'm gonna make sure that because he might have just done this thinking that was the price. But I'm gonna tell you how much is per day a proper.
Yeah, I would know roughly.
Yeah, no, but I'm checking. So a skill hireling is 2 gold per day. So he gave you half what you need. He just grab 20, give me 4, give me 5.
How much can a banana cost?
$10. Okay, that's fine. I can tell. We'll get to that.
Yep.
Actually, that reminds me. What are you?
I mean, I'm
two
gonna say that you could have instantly said, "Well, this is half what you want," and then he will give you another 20.
I will have done that then.
Okay.
What are you two doing?
Well, yeah, someone needs to go down to the library and have a.
You wanna
Where
go to
did
the library?
I lost the money. It's under a box.
Why is there so many places we need to go? Why are you going to the library?
Well, because we need to read up, see if we can find about that 3-eyed creature.
Okay, it's fine. You go to the library if you want to. Why not? I
Seem
mean,
important.
Yes, that can wait.
I
Why have
mean-
you got to go do? What's this?
I honestly don't know. It happened quite quickly, and I was flattered briefly that I was useful.
Right.
I'm happy to go with you. We got also some of these short bows and swords that we need to sell from
That's-
the people that attacked us.
That's true.
And I had to buy you a sword as well. So,
Oh yeah, how was your dance?
yeah. So I'm happy to go to the market. I don't know if you want to get to the library, you're more than welcome.
I have some
Thank you for
concerns
your
about going
permission
to the
to-
library. You say you're going there to find out about some, whatever it is, 3-eyed creature.
Yeah.
But I feel like if that's, I mean, you're welcome to do so. I think you might end up running into nothing. If the guy on the mountaintop didn't know what he was talking about, it just seems weird that it would be in a library.
Also, reading takes a lot of time.
Oh, yeah.
More than.
Do you know how to read?
Yes. I don't really
Fast.
feel like
Judge me
you
fast.
appreciate me in
I
the
appreciate
things that I
it.
do.
Of course, you're great at turning into animals
And
and
We
someone in unicorns and all
we
those
can't
things.
solve every problem by, climbing onto rooftops and stuff. So.
That's what you did as a cat.
Yeah, I know.
That's what you do as a spider.
Yeah, I do that a lot.
I think he's saying that didn't solve any problems.
I'll try a different approach.
You're welcome to go to the
I
library.
was never into books. I never read much, so
What's
I'm
more
not gonna be able to
exciting?
help.
All I'd say is maybe do your thing that doesn't make you look like an 8-foot tall tree man if you're gonna go into a library.
I mean,
I feel like we're like using unnecessary deception here. It's just gone into a library.
yeah, I don't know. I mean, I know that people judge you on how you look, but you shouldn't.
It's been a
Push
very
that.
offensive
You
morning.
shouldn't push that onto other people. You should just believe in who you are, and we all accept you for who you are.
The other day you were all grilling me, telling me that I was a suspect sort and that you weren't sure about hanging around with me.
When was that?
Literally the other day.
I think that was him.
Go accusing me.
I mean, you do accuse a lot of other people of things.
Only
So.
when it's right to accuse.
Okay.
So you're going to Malone.
I guess so. I mean, the market sounds like fun, but I was there when Maloon said. Maloon seems to like me, I think, so I should go say
I think
hi.
we should probably do the questioning before I go to Balloon, and then I'll have more information.
But he doesn't like to be bothered in the afternoon, he said.
Yeah.
Or would you do a quick questioning?
No, we've got to wait for Renair and he's not going to be there till 1.
That's already afternoon.
Well,
If
I'm
you go
gonna
get him now.
head down to the library.
Can you don't get yourself in any trouble if you're on your own
In the library.
anywhere in the city.
I mean, it should be pretty safe, right?
It's just books.
Yeah.
I've heard of books that are enchanted.
What do you do?
You sound like you should come to the library as well.
No, I don't like books. No, never read them.
Well, today could be a lucky day.
I,
The more eyes we have, the faster we can read the books.
so slow. No. I'm gonna sell some swords and some bows. I'm gonna make some
Okay.
coin.
Oh, I've got some of those imp wings as well, actually, that I want to try and sell. All I'm saying is that there was an explosion outside our house, which thankfully was not intended for us. It was intended for your gardener friend.
I
But
think it was my friend.
people who are attached to this whole string of events are being targeted. As we know, Renair has been captured. Froome was mistakenly captured. This person has seemingly exploded. Just be careful if you're on your own, is all I'm saying. Don't aggravate. I know.
If in doubt, turn it into a cat.
Right.
That's all.
This is. I mean.
You're
looking past-
known to be
I feel like there's a lot of judgment coming this
It's
way, and there's
not
been a lot of.
judgment. You just you get excited. If someone tells you that you can't do something in the library, don't get in a fight.
I don't think I've been in any fights, you know.
I saw you at the Casalantas Manor having it off with some stable boy.
Oh, yeah, but that was because he was just being very rude. So,
There we are.
and obviously they're like summoning demons and.
Alright, I'm gonna pick up the Morning Star, the 3 bows, the mace, the crossbow.
Hey, tell me.
And like, ready to go?
I assume we've had
So, Kenneth comes out of the whatever you would have told him,
I don't know, I gotta.
just with, a bundle with some kind of cloth you wrapping around it.
Yeah.
Do you need me to carry anything?
Just grab them that.
I'm assuming we've had the equivalent of a short rest in the time we've.
Yeah, you could have had a short rest. Yeah.
Right, well, see you at the City of the
see
Dead
you
for one.
Okay, so who's doing what then? You're going to the Temple of Okmar, which is the library. You are going to with Niall to the Yawning Portal to see Mei Lun, and you guys
Yeah.
are.
I don't. Yeah. I personally, if the selling bits.
No, the selling is automatic. Just tell me what you're selling.
We could probably sell them at Virgin Square as well, couldn't we? That's
Yeah, you can go to Virgin Square to sell. Yep,
Morning Star, 3 bows.
that's a very common place too.
Morning Star, 3 bows, mace, crossbow.
Okay, so for the Morning Star, I'm gonna make you like
Yeah.
one roll for the whole thing. So make a persuasion check with advantage as you're kind of like helping each other see what's what.
Thank God for that. Still pretty goddamn
That's
poor.
We paid them.
Yeah.
What was the total?
9.
9.
9.
Okay, you are offered. So one Morning Star. What else?
3 bows. I think that these are goblin bows, so they're
Short bows.
I imagine. Mace and crossbow.
So short bows. They are 3 short bows, right?
3 short bows.
Mace.
And a crossbow.
Mace. Where's the mace? Mace.
And subtract
And
a crossbow. I don't know if it was light or
it's
heavy.
a light.
And subtract to that the short sword that I'll be given.
Okay, so the short sword. That. Yep. So in total, essentially, you are offered for the whole deal 62 gold pieces.
Baby Jesus!
Kills
Why
someone.
do we do that this early?
I mean, and you know that for instance, a good short bow, which these ones are not great, it's 25. Just a good short bow. So you're getting an offer about 14, 15 for each of these short bows. 62 in total.
Not the best amount, but no questions asked. So.
Yeah,
They're all privileged.
Yeah, that's the thing.
They
The,
belong to
Virgin
goblins.
Square is mercenaries. They no questions asked. You can also
You can write down your
introduce
short sword.
essentially be the face of this transaction. because Keth isn't quite knowledgeable about the whole buying and selling there. So,
Can I
and
get
you're gonna.
Can I get change? It's a hassle. Don't worry.
We can do that later. And do you want to hire some people and send over to René's while you're there? In Virgin
Yes.
Square?
Just,
Okay. Yeah, do it yourself.
Wow.
that's a, I think that's a line then.
No, this is one washing machine.
Localized.
So you're gonna hire what he wants, 5 guys for 4 days.
5
Or
guys for it was 3 days, wasn't it?
4 days. So that's why he gave you
Oh, yeah.
40 gold because it's 2 gold per guy per
20,
day.
20 gold.
No, 40. He doubled in there.
Yeah.
Okay, make a perception check to see if, based on your experience there and everything, and you can get a better price. Keth cannot help you there, because
12.
you get 38. So here are 2. You get a mini discount.
So report to, you know where Lord Renair lives?
Of course.
If you head there now, I think you'll be briefed by his staff. It's 4 days initially, he might have you on for more and the pay will be up front if it is.
As one of them kind of like grabs the mace that just bought from from you. So when did you move from
Just give you another
information peddler to a broker? I mean, not that I complain. I'd rather deal with you than the usual rabble, but
Well, you know, strange things going on in the city. I'm doing both, so if you hear anything that might be worth my time,
oh, you're going up in life, huh? Okay, well,
well,
that's a good welcome.
I had to go down to go up, you know.
Yeah.
But
So many stories about you. Funny how things end up with.
hopefully, nothing bad.
Oh, of course, just mysteries, you know. Always like you, Silas. See you around, mate. Thanks for the tip. Well,
That's
for the
fine.
hire in this case.
Should be an easy job. Just
Yeah.
keep your eyes peeled.
Oh, defending guard a noble's mansion, of course. What is he, a party in the next 4 days? Just some drunken people. Maybe we get some maidens ourselves, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then
Then at that, there's a woman there that you also hired that just clocked him across the jaw. Fucking idiots. I am getting them. And they all start going there.
Job done.
Good work.
Thank you for the
Hey.
sword.
Remember that? I'm gonna take the harper silk sash that I got. Who do you reckon could take a look at this and see if it's anything about it?
No one here.
No one
I
here.
have to go to somewhere a bit more specialist shop.
No.
Magic or alchemy.
Okay.
A few bits and pieces offload, but maybe we can swing by in the afternoon. If we look at magic
Sure, yeah,
items,
there's no rush. I just remember I had it.
Yeah.
Right. Well, all this negotiating took you like an hour,
Yeah.
let's say,
Sure.
between everything. So, you two guys go to see Mei Lun. Let's leave that for the end. Let's do first you at the Temple of Okma. You get to. Also, the music a bit.
Machine gun.
What is that?
Sounds like a ring.
Is that
Yeah, that's a ringtone.
Glockenspiel?
Oh shit.
No, that was you. Okay.
Yeah, it's gonna stop.
Adding.
Oh, chance it's not gonna stop. But give me a second. He's gonna drive me nuts. That's
What
the
is
same
it?
as the alarm. Yep, that's not gonna work.
Shania, bless you the coinage.
What's this for?
I was going to give you later
Got
money
weapons.
for the weapons, but yeah.
I'm rich. 38 gold now.
Yeah. Man, that weapon's
Hey, weapons
a
are
lot of money.
expensive.
Jeez.
Kill some hunters.
That's
Yeah.
why René doesn't want to buy me that dagger. He'll be broke.
So
From now on, we'll just take any weapon we find.
you you enter this temple that is essentially a massive library. It is called the Font of Knowledge, and it is in the castle wall that's supposed to be the sea wall where most of the temples are, and there you see the symbol of Orkman, kind of like a mural painted on top, like in the middle of the thing, surrounded by bookshelves, and it is a piece of parchment unfolded. And there are just bookshelves with those kind of like ladders that you can slide across. There are reading areas that are private, like cubicles where you can go. And there are just people going all over the place and poring over books, scrolls, and whatnot. It is a very silent place, and you see that there are no desks in particular, or like a place where you can just go and say, "Oh, I need this book" or whatnot. People are just randomly moving all over, and you don't know how this works. You are not from here, and this is very new to you. It's fascinating. But you can see people, acolytes, people with robes, carrying stacks of books from here to there.
Go and find. Is there anyone that looks kind of like their robes a little bit fancier? Or?
No, I'm sorry. It is a round building with bookshelves around, and in the center is this the symbol. But there are just people with robes. Not they all look the same. Maybe there are wings coming off the central cylindrical structure, dome-like structure. Sorry, that are coming going to different places, down and up, and different levels.
Well, this is a big place.
Okay. Let's go and grab some. Well, not grab.
Yeah.
But like,
Okay. A man going appears to be quite young, maybe in his early 20s. Dark black skin, a bit of very finely arranged hair, and you realize as you look around that it is all not fancy but very neat. Like everyone, all of the acolytes have very neatly trimmed or arranged hair and beards if they have them, or if they're not clean shaven, and stops as he goes by with the stack of books, looks at you. Yes, sir. How can I help you?
Yeah, hello.
Keep it down, please. Your
Sorry,
voice is very
sorry.
deep. It carries.
I'm here to seek knowledge and information.
Well, you're at the right place.
Are there any people that would be able to help me with this? Aid in the
Well,
search?
of course, any of us. What are you looking for?
I'm looking for knowledge of a certain potentially mythical creature.
Oh,
Yeah,
Yes.
it's very obscure. Might not be something that's everyday. Probably in some maybe special section you might have for like ancient lore.
special sections. Well, trust me, we have many books that are publicly available about
Or what about
mythical creatures.
those that aren't publicly available?
Well, those aren't publicly available.
But maybe for people of a certain.
But why do you assume that what you need won't be publicly available?
Well, it's not some sort of knowledge that I think would be held by anyone. It's probably something very obscure.
Well, why do you tell me about it, and I'll see what I can do to help.
Do you have an elder we can speak with?
That's pretty insulting, my friend.
Well,
You're saying that I'm too young to know about all the knowledge that Oddman has to offer.
not at all.
Well then, tell me what you need.
I'm looking for some knowledge of three-eyed creatures.
Three-eyed creatures.
Yeah.
Is that the extent of it?
That's
What
it.
kind of mythology? What kind of region of the world?
Well,
What kind of era?
anytime, something out there, something different that's not your everyday three-eyed creature.
Well, make a persuasion check.
19.
19.
I might open the door a little bit.
Yeah, it's really warm.
Yeah, it's really with a window. Oh, that window does not.
Sorry.
Sorry.
19.
19. I mean, there are certain. Okay, you know what? Let me guide you towards a section where you can find about many mythical creatures from legends all around the world. Some of them are organized by eras, if you know what you're looking for. Some of them are organized by worship or representation, and some of them will be organized by the kind of influence they have on the world. Maybe if you start searching there, asking me questions as you need, I'm going to be stuck in close proximity. You can find what you need. Off the top of my head, I cannot quite think of them now, except some old farmers' tales about goats. But it's more of a Calician thing. Goats in the desert, farmers, and goats that would be an omen with the 3 eyes. But come with me.
Would you, would I be able to like, hire anybody to, would your acolytes be able to help in research? Is that something that, a service that you offer?
For a donation, we can certainly do that.
Okay.
We are normally available to do that for nobles on behalf of them.
Well, I'm here on Enclave business, so.
Oh, so what kind of donation are you willing to?
Well, obviously, as a member of the Enclave, we don't have a lot to give, but
Oh, I understand. And that's why you do your work yourself.
yeah.
Yeah.
But I have a little bit that I could offer. Fuck, that's 10. That's too much. Maybe this might be
What do you give him?
a one
The
dragon.
dragon looks at it. We can dedicate about half an hour, maybe one of us.
So leave this open.
I mean, this is for the betterment of.
Just an opening.
I'm sure it is.
Half
But there are
45 degrees.
many other people that are seeking the betterment of other things equally as important, or doubly as important in some cases.
Get me, get me 5 for 2 hours.
So you give him 3 gold in total.
Yeah, 5 people for 2 hours.
No, that's definitely. We can give you 3 people for half an hour.
Come on, we're working together here. We're trying to.
Yes, we will be working together, 3 people for half an hour.
If the city is destroyed by powers outside of my knowledge,
I'm sure we will be able to trace it back to this moment.
and it'll be all your fault. And how would you feel
And
about that?
write it down for the future of Ogma's followers.
What's your name?
Look,
I'm
my
gonna
friend,
speak to that guy over there. He'll get me a better deal.
I'm gonna search for 2 other acolytes and we will help you out in this endeavor.
Very well.
Okay, so he goes fetch 2 more. They leave what they're doing and they come to you to the mythical creature area of the library. I'm gonna have you make with advantage 4 rolls with advantage.
15.
And add intelligence. So one is for you and the other one is for them. So add intelligence for you and now for them.
So what's their intelligence?
It's plus. Well, the proficiency with everything they're doing is +6.
Okay, so that'd be 15. for me,
21. Oh, for you, 20. Okay.
15, 17 for one of them. 22.
Yep.
Natural 20, so 26.
Okay.
Well, what was it 26?
So you're going over it. What did you do?
Check it.
It is okay. Tell me a bit. So push the.
Okay.
That also works. Yeah. So you keep going over it. It's frustrating. It's slow work. You're going over mythical creatures of legend. They keep coming back to you, reading about it. Nothing catches your eye, but you start learning about some interesting goat mythology of farmers and omens, and goats opening the 3rd eye, and giving the farmers essentially visions of the weather to come and whether to harvest or this or that. But you're like, yeah, this is not going to be related to that. You move on, and eventually, after when they are about to call it, essentially, one of them comes. Ah, look at this, an ancient, very old myth truly from when records started being kept. and it is a bit of an older man, this acolyte. This, look at this, and it is written in language that you don't understand, but there is a figure that is depicted there, and it looks like a massive serpent, and it has 3 eyes, vertical eyes, like this, instead of like a triangle, and it has a big mouth, and the old man starts translating for you, saying, and the thing that catches your attention is that they say that these ancient creatures are able to hold memories forever, and they have been doing so since the beginning of time. They're ancient gods of the oceans, ocean serpents, and they're called Aboleth. And they hold a grudge for the gods that are now part of the pantheon. Came over before the time of Titans, when these creatures ruled the world, and they would manipulate the minds of other creatures, of lesser creatures, and they were kicked down and from godhood, as it were. And since then they've been plotting, and they remember, they have absolutely perfect memories and the ability to influence memories and erase the minds of other peoples, and this is what suddenly catches your attention. And the picture that they show you looks like this.
You're thinking of that fish thing, aren't you?
Ancient ocean creatures with 3 eyes stacked in a column from the beginning of time.
That's pretty
And they can enslave mentally people, and that's how they ruled before the new deities came over. And that you feel like just because of the memories and whatnot, it might be something worth looking on.
Oh, this is very helpful, thank you.
After a while, they leave you there with that book, and they tell you that because of your donation, you can take with you as long as you return it 3 days from now at most.
Oh, thank you very much. I'll remember.
Thank you.
When
I knew we could be of service.
when we save the city of Waterdeep from this creature, if that's what it is, then I'll make sure your names go in the paper.
Yes, we'll trace it back to
Take
you.
your names
Yes.
down, so again.
We prefer not to speak our names
Okay,
here,
yeah.
for our knowledge is what really gets written into the pages of history. Historians that write their names down, their ego gets in the way,
Yeah. Okay.
and they leave. So that will be some time. So you guys, sorry.
I'll get home.
I know, get on.
You just point up to the sky. That's me.
Love. Ganon.
So
First name should be Love.
you guys make your way to the Yawning Portal around lunchtime. You're gonna get there before noon.
Exclamation.
And you see now the familiar portal turning in the distance. It is time to get busy at this point in time. And you see Davil, that you recognize at this point. He's kind of like there with Yagra at the very end of the bar. And Meilun is sitting down going over some papers in one of the mini, not quite private areas, but kind of like cubicles that are around the outer walls. He's kind of there. He has his massive sword and scabbard kind of like leaning against the wall there as he's writing something down.
Is there a seat?
Yeah, there are 4 seats.
I'll just slide up on a seat.
Okay, so you go straight at him.
Yes. Lunchtime, yawning portal, check.
He has his glasses on as he's reading, and as you kind of like plop down on the seat, you're going there and sitting down too. He kind of like lifts his head and looks at you both. Well, hello. I see you've made it back. I heard from Vashra herself. You were successful in your first endeavor. I'm very pleased. And welcome to the Greyhounds. How can I help you now?
Quickly flash the badge, thank you. Wait, didn't you attempt to come here? We were told to come
Oh, Master, I
here.
told you to come here. Oh,
Yes.
Right,
You
let me
confused me
check
for a second.
Not this. not this. Certainly not this. Oh, this you can probably do. So, we heard reports coming from the top ward about a certain apparently there were sightings of a young bronze dragon that has taken residence in Deepwater Harbor. Now, bronze dragons, as you know, of course, I expect that there is a certain amount of knowledge that is required before you can join an organization such as ours, so I'm going to assume that you know everything about them. It startled, though, a few sailors recently, but hasn't hurt anyone, of course, because of the very nature that you obviously know everything about. I need you to confront the dragon and learn its intention. Make sure that he's safely moved away from the Deepwater Harbor. It's not becoming a danger to the boats. Particularly in this time of the year, it's not that big of a deal because there isn't that much traffic with the icing of the waters. But if it's planning to take permanent residence here, it could become a problem in the future.
So if I might interject, I not being of the Grey Hands, what is it that dragons eat?
Dragons? Well, young bronze dragons, they eat, well, other dragons. Why don't you explain to me?
People.
Well, no, they could eat people if they were so inclined, but they will eat a lot of things.
Right, but they're nice dragons, though, right?
But they can eat people.
Bronze.
So
But they eat bad people.
they all have their own personalities, you know. We can find a grumpy one and a happy one.
Okay, so we have to kill this dragon?
Oh, no, it's a bronze dragon, please. They are noble creatures, don't do that.
Figure out what it wants.
Yeah, confront it, figure out what it wants, and make sure that, you know, it moves away. That
course,
offer an
dragons-
alternative to whatever it wants. Maybe move it past the temple of. Wait, he's gonna say a name.
He can come live with us.
Maybe why don't if you can guide him to the Sea Elf trading post that is on the south. So if you look at the map, if you lift that thing, the Sea Elf trading post. Do you see the horn onto the south? Yeah.
Yeah.
The South Elf trading post is. Follow that to the next bit, to the next mini peninsula. No, to the other side.
Oh, this way.
Yeah. No, a bit closer.
Yeah.
That, yeah, that thing there. That's a Sea Elf trading outpost where the Sea Elves come out from the sea. So presumably there is a big Sea Elf community living underwater. So he's saying he's in Deepwater Harbor. Deepwater Harbor is the bay, the main area. Yeah. He's startled sailors and whatnot near the piers. So if you can guide it to the Sea Elves, I'm sure they will probably deal with it, offer, I don't know, find what he wants. Just make sure that it doesn't become a problem for shipping and sailing.
That'd be a problem for
There.
the sea elves, though, right? If you send them over there, then the sea elves will be angry because you just sent them over
No, the
there.
Sea Elves will be delighted. It's a bronze dragon.
But why aren't we delighted that they're
Because it can become a problem. It's young and it's temperamental, and it
Right.
could become a problem for the. We don't want it to become a problem for the ships.
But the sea elves, they'll be thinking, this dragon, it's young, it's temperamental, they might cause a problem for us.
Well, no, but they're elves.
Everyone's a racist.
They
Right.
like this sort of stuff. I mean, and
Hashtag
they
little
live.
elves.
They live in the sea. They might know how to deal with it better. We
Right.
cannot be shouting at this dragon from the piers to not harm ships or whatever, or to be careful with the fucking tail. We're at sea. They live down
I understand.
underwater.
I understand the mission.
Do elves eat dragons?
Well, you can ask them. So you have
I
some
don't
nasty
wanna-
elves and you got
I
some
don't
happy
want
elves.
them knowing that I sent a dragon their way. They ain't gonna be happy about that. There's no way about it.
Everyone's just a flip of a coin.
Just be careful. We're expected to deal with these sort of things because we need to keep it under wraps. This is not the kind of thing that the City Watch has the tools to deal with, whereas I'm sure that you and I'll have plenty of them.
Oh yes.
And also, be careful. You know, the merfolk. I'm sure you know all about them, of course. With us, you know, you are a member of the Greyhounds after all.
Mad folk.
Merfolk.
Merfolk.
Yep.
Oh, I know the bad folk. I don't know.
Yeah, they're down there as well. You know where they usually nest. Avoid those areas if you're gonna go around the water. I don't know what you plan to use. Potions, spells.
Right.
Right.
Just
yes.
make sure you avoid the merfolk.
Right. Is that?
I think that will be all.
So. Did you hear about anything that happened this morning?
No.
Right. Do you want?
Should I have heard?
Well, who reports things to you normally? Do you want me to report things to you?
All the agents. Of course, you had to report to me after your mission.
There was an explosion this morning.
An explosion?
Yes, outside our home.
None of us were assigned to it. It must have been something minor.
Well, I'm an us, and I was there. So,
Were you on official duty? Who sent you?
no, I live there.
Oh, but
So now I have some knowledge I can pass on to you.
if it's not something that has been officially approved, don't get involved. Let the City Watch handle it. It's minor stuff.
And so, the whole thing about Lord Renair and...
Lord Renair,
Yes.
was he involved in the explosion?
No. But someone was, who's linked to Renair.
I'm not sure I follow you here.
So, you were interested in Lord Renair and all the
Yes,
goings on
correct.
in the city about these two factions and what they were up to. Yes.
Okay, so how is this related?
So, someone got exploded in the explosion.
Who got exploded in the
Working
explosion?
for Lord Renair's father.
Someone that was working for Lord Renair's father?
Yes. Spy.
Do you have confirmation of this?
Yes. The body is dead.
I'm sure it is.
Yes.
If it got exploded,
So
as you
that's
say.
the do you mean
Now-
do you mean confirmation that he was working for?
So you should certainly did you secure the body?
Yes.
Okay.
We know where the body's going. We're going to question.
Well, no. Did you not secure the body? Bring it to Blackstaff Tower.
Oh, we can do that. That's no problem.
I mean, we can do that, but I was going to get. We were going to question it.
Well,
later
the
on
City
today.
Watch has the body.
No, they will have the body after we're done with it, but we have first pop at the
Wait,
question.
if this is related to Lord Renair and everything that's going on, the City Watch has procedures. They're gonna. Too many people are gonna know about this.
Right,
You need
so
to get that body.
We intercept the body, we take it to Blackstaff Tower, then we take it to the docks, we feed that to the dragon gets the rest of the elves, and then we're all good.
You should have known to get that body. You're a Greyhound now.
Yes, I tried not to fuck up everyone's day. See?
Yes, but
No, I was
if
there.
this is important,
took-
the City Watch, everyone in the fucking City Watch structure will know about this now.
Right. No, if I took the body after they've already counted the body, then yes, they'll know. But now they won't know. 'cause
Okay,
the
you need
question-
to get that body.
No.
Forget the dragon. Get that body before the City Watch can interrogate it.
No.
Bring it to Blackstaff Tower.
We're going to interrogate it to see if it's got
Let's
anything
just
worthy
do
of.
that. But to be fair, when you gave him the badge, I was there and you didn't tell him to get the body, so well, we'll get the body. It's mistakes were made. We didn't know any better.
You said
that's
be-
fine.
But I wouldn't know without there was a body there.
How would he know then?
You
Well,
said-
because you said that
You said don't
it is
abuse it.
related to Lord Renair. If there is a suspicion of
Right, but-
ulterior motives,
I've sorted it. It'll be okay.
very well. Okay, you know what? Get the body.
This is the kind of passion I like from a person in charge. It's
Look,
great.
get the body, and also then deal with the dragon. Just get the body to
I
Lady
will do all
Vashon.
the things. Yes,
Yes,
all the things.
I need to write a new piece. We're normally so bad at tracking this. Okay, get the body. Sign Meloon. Just give you a piece of parchment. There you are, new assignment.
Right. You are welcome to this knowledge, right? You're welcome.
Yes, very good. Now we need the body.
Okay, well, okay.
Also, wait.
I was going to
So-
do it more subtly, but okay.
Now make sure that this doesn't leak onto the City Watch. The way the City Watch operates, this is gonna blow over. Everyone will know about whatever this body knows. We need to put a lid on it.
Yes, and what are we going to do with the missing body?
Interrogate it.
No, the body's missing. They can't interrogate it.
If you get it, it will be missing.
Yes.
Very good. Make it missing.
Take a miss.
Okay.
Good. Go.
I'll fuck up lots of people's days.
I listen. He goes to the bar.
I was thinking about telling him about the, necklace, but
Right, but that's mine now.
he's not very good at handling new information.
He'd blame you for not knowing about it. He'd say, oh, you should know about whatever that necklace is, and then you should have done whatever you're supposed to do with it, and you should know that. And then he's blaming you
let's
for not
work out what
knowing.
it is first, and then you see.
He didn't tell you all this stuff. That's not fair.
I know.
Cool. So let's just go get the body, and we'll take it back to that tower, and then we're good. Yeah,
Yes,
you can
this
stop
will be quite difficult. I don't know how we're going to take the body, but we'll wing it.
We'll
I'm
go
sure.
in there, we'll say we're some fancy people, we're not impersonating City Watch, we're impersonating someone better than City Watch. And that's not on the law thing, so we're good.
On the law thing.
Okay. Let's find the others.
So as we're on our way out, I'm just going to stop by Maloon at the bar and say, you need to treat your employees better. And we'll go.
Okay. He keeps drinking. You get out. You're gonna go to the City of the Dead now. Next, and you were
They
gonna.
made us there.
Yeah.
We're
You're
really
gonna
going to
after
the city.
shopping. You were gonna go there.
I'm gonna get an extra short sword, by the way. So tell me how much it is, and I'll just pay for it.
Next to shore is Tango. And you, after you research, you grab your book, and you are also gonna go to the City of the Dead. Okay, so I'm gonna say that more or less the research, the shopping, the hiring of mercenaries, and the meeting with Melun, probably the shortest one. So you're gonna be probably arriving a bit before the rest, but then like there's like 5-10 minutes between all of you, but you all gather the entrance of the City of the Dead, and I think we should. It's 7:30, so let's take a break here for
Get a bit of
food, and then we'll pick it up from there. Again, the City of the Dead. You seem to visit this place a lot.
The favorite place
bad,
in the
that's
whole
really none of it's
world.
alright.
Take a check in.
Yeah.
The latest dead bodies.
See you soon.
That conversation was the explosion was linked to Lord Renette. Was Lord